What up, y'all? We back. Enjoy a good look at the plane there for a minute. Lufthansa MD-11. Beautiful plane. We're in Seattle, making our way south to San Jose, and then from San Jose to Los Angeles. Let's get in here, huh? Where are my... Up here, right? Hello? Is this live? That's the one we can turn down. But where are my... There we go. And we can turn that off. What up, Gonzo? Yeah, we got enough light. Let's get our flight plan in here. $16 left. There we go. Who the deal? What the deal, yo? What the deal? What's happening? Hold on, I'm just getting I'm getting my basement cleaned up here. I'm about to turn my camera on. Hold on. I had to get my basement cleaned up, yo. Let's get this goddamn flight plan in here. We are cruising at 390. And we are Loof 111. That's a boss man shit. Going from 16 left to the Harib 6 star Hiksu transition. Insert that. And we are coming in on 12 left. Oh, actually, we're going to come in on 12 right. From Bricks 3 and Chibli. Let's insert that. Boom. Bet you can't fly a plane. Let me just show you something, Gonzo. Mullen's fat ass would not fit in this cockpit, brother. Okay, you see that seat right there? It's pretty wide, but it ain't that wide. You'd fuck the whole CG up on the plane, bro. That's center of gravity. Let me whiten that up for you. Let's get rid of that vector. Get rid of that discontinuity. Go to our performance page. Actually, cost index will be 100. Uh, 19320. 019 320. Out of what? Okay. Whatever you say, partner. Whatever you say, partner. Let's get this all put in. Flaps 15. Our V speeds are 134, 151. 134. And Bolin always wondered why he had to replace so many tires on his car. Probably because he doesn't rotate his tires, bro. He's a fucking moron. You gotta rotate your tires every 5,000 miles, G. And I know he don't get his shit aligned. Promise you that. Our flex is... Wow, it's 59 again. It's always 59, huh? Packs are off. So we are going up to 390. For now, I'm going to set it to, we'll just get up to 15,000 feet and we'll start from there. I have to get my 4.5 on the stabilizer. That doesn't count, right? You're probably right, Gonzo. Just the basic shit, like, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do, brother. Since you're here, Gonzo, I don't know if you watched it last night, but let's get the Star Maker Bolin Show, episode 1604 underway. This is Bob on the screen by himself at the beginning of the show. Sure, some facts and figures about the Philippines, y'all. I'm all trimmed up. Let's get our lights on. I'm not going to show you pictures. Ah! Holy moly. Ah, yeah, I didn't know that, Gonzo. But I'm not morbidly obese either. We could always do that. Tarps. Ah. This is the part of the show where he's showing these people live in like a fucking barn or something, bro. They live in a big ass fucking structure or something. It's bigger than what Bob lives in, I'll tell you that. I can't remember where my $21,000 pesos to fix the roof. Come on, Bob. Where are my... Oh my god, man. Where is the lever for this? Honey Rose. Good grief. Ruby May. What are these fucking fugazi names, Bob? We'll get to that, Gonzo. You'll see. We'll get to that. I give up on this. We're gonna get moving. Jealous that she has a place. Holy shit. Hey, Feds. We're listening to Bolin from yesterday. Well, we're listening to Bob right now. Hello? All of our families live. Holy shit. You guys can't hear the Yeah, you're right. Hold on. I see my desktop audio is you can't even hear the sim, can you? Oh, that's why. Hold on. How about now? Nope. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
of the poverty line in the Philippines. So the poverty line in the Philippines
How about now,
is
Gonzo?
12,000 pesos a month, which is at current exchange rates $205.
Okay.
That's a family of 5. That is
Let
not
me
per person.
let me rewind
It's
this.
12,000 pesos a month, which is at current exchange rates 200 going across the Maget up there, that city, which is where Eunice and
Can you guys hear it now? You can hear Bob?
A lot of our families live. Calbiog is right here, and you can see the arrow pointing at it.
Fence is doing double duty on Twitch and YouTube.
Top there,
Thank you, Fence.
Capital city of the Philippines.
Need those clicks.
Dumaguete is where one of our families
Okay,
is.
cool.
This is down
All
here.
right.
I wish I had a marker. I can show you a pointer. But if you go to Calbiog and continue straight down the arrow, down to where it says Negros and Mindanao, Dumaguete is right there. One more thing I want to show you before we start bringing some people
I feel you on the.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a
I've got 2
map
monitors.
of the poverty line in the Philippines.
Poverty line in the
So,
Philippines, y'all.
The poverty line in the Philippines is 12,000 pesos a month, which is at current exchange
This guy's for real, man.
$205. That's a family of 5. That is not per person. That is for a family of 5. Anyone who makes less than $205 a month is considered to be in poverty in the Philippines. And you can see Calbiog, which is again where Eunice and Jelly Bean and several of our families live, 30 to almost 40% of the people live.
This is a brand new plane, ladies and gentlemen. It just came
below
out yesterday.
poverty. So they make less than $200.
The MD-11.
That's per person. That's about $1.35 a day.
That's a $70
And so
airplane
when we
right
ask
there.
you guys to $5 this, $10 this a month,
$5 this thing to death.
it helps. I mean, this is how little these folks make, and you know, we take for granted. I know people who spend more than $200 a month on fast food.
Oh god.
I know people who spend more than $200 a month on Uber Eats.
Here we go with
Right.
the Uber. That's Boland's line, Bob.
Let's just take a little bit of
Holy shit.
and help out some.
And Brad likes to call me
I'm now
Paulie.
joined by
Bro.
the man with the most beautiful wife in Arizona, Jason Coltrane.
All right,
How are
ladies and
you?
gentlemen, we're gonna go right into the
Pretty
roll
good. How
here.
are you?
I'm-
Hot as hell out here.
It is hot as, and I did post something so I thought you'd appreciate. To change the location a little bit. Someone said, "Hey, I want to come to Texas in August. What's the weather like?" And the response was, "Have you ever been cremated?"
It's about right. it's a giant oven right now. It's 111 in my backyard.
That's crazy, man.
Well,
So,
we're
stay
only at 96 today. It's a relatively cool 96. We had a high of 102. So
I have
we,
a feeling there's going to be a
it's
sneak
dry
going.
heat for you, though, right?
All right, right into the
What's
roll.
that?
They always say it's a dry heat. No, it's just hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Shit. Although I would take it over humidity anytime.
Well,
As soon as you step out, your balls get to sweating and get sticky.
All right, here we
okay,
go.
now that we're talking about sticky balls,
Taking off into traffic.
the star of the show decided that you can make it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Airspeed's
we'll tell you
alive.
the story of why we missed 3 or 2 shows already. It's a tragic story. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Bowman.
Here's Bolin.
How you feeling, buddy?
Here's Bolin.
I can't hear you, Kenny Bowman.
See, that's already a bad sign.
See, that's a terrible thing. First he was, well, I'll tell you what happened, folks. Kenny was, now, the whole story, being the man of the people,
Here's going up.
was trying a lot of cover. Kenny told him kind of a little cover.
That's a big 747, British Airways 747 right there.
No, Kenny was viciously attacked
And
by a
autopilot.
Dutch Mantel fan who said, "Praise MAGA, praise Dutch," and attacked Kenny as Kenny was struggling, bringing in food,
God, why such the aggressive climb
He's trying to
here?
get sustenance for himself.
trying to get a little bit of sustenance, and after his little puppies, those beautiful little puppies that Kenny takes care of so much.
They had to watch it. They couldn't do anything about it with their paws on the windows.
Yeah, they were crying, little doggy tears.
It was Well, one was like Snoopy, where he just like put his head in the air and just started
He
shooting
was
out.
like, whoa, baby.
Boy, Coltrane is full shill, huh?
And then as the MAGA crowd left, I think
The
it was
MAGA
around-
crowd.
I think they started building up after a while.
Yeah, they were beating
Adjust
all these men.
vertical
It looked like a bloodline. It looked like Paul Heyman.
All the
going through
traffic
Yeah.
around here.
bloodline.
And then they painted that mustache on him. That was the fucked up part.
Who knows, Vince?
Okay, so thank you to Billy Sellers who said he will come to us Saturday. Team Maker is here. Dallas is not El Paso. That's true. Dallas is not El Paso. Midney Dallas is hot.
So what's
Jack
El Paso
Parker
like? Is that
talking
dry?
about chocolate sweaty balls. Leave focus.
It's so much of this
And
one.
Pasta Tart. The lovely naughty Nicole. She does those.
Yeah, what I want to know is how to turn.
Choco and Tukal are in the corner crying. I don't know what happened to Kenny. Maybe the MAGA guys attacked him again.
I don't know. Maybe they just snuck up on him.
Again.
Did that clothesline like Harley Race did the Gorilla Monsoon back in the day.
Yes, El Paso is the Arizona of Texas.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I've only been
to El Paso.
through it.
I've been to El Paso, and it's miserable. I've been to Phoenix. I think one time we kind of drove through it, but I had to go to when I was working for CompUSA years ago. They outsourced our IT support to IBM. And IBM wanted to move all of us to Tucson, which is where their central center was. So they
Where
flew us out to
is
Tucson.
the goddamn?
I spent 4 days in Tucson, which prompted me to tell them, yeah, you make us move on.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There he is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just
There's
telling
Bolin.
You were viciously attacked by a crowd of Dutch Mantel MAGA fans.
Spray paint with a mustache on your back.
I, for the life of me, couldn't figure out why I didn't have sound. I took myself out, go into the studio, clicking microphone, mixing, try all the mics. I have several. Nothing's working. The mixer had come unplugged.
I have several.
Wait.
I was doing some cleaning. On the
Fucking
desk
weirdo.
The other day, and apparently unplugged the mixer, and I haven't been on since when? Last Thursday, I guess. And the mixer came unplugged, so it helps to have that working.
It's okay to be a little rusty.
So we're back, and I thought some people might have missed me.
Nope.
Might have wondered. Did
Nobody
they
missed
hear
you,
me
Bolin.
die? And,
Just go away.
To the neighbors, if I hadn't fallen in 3 or 4 stages, I might have. I mean, at 64 years of age, and you're a big guy, and you fall from the top of steps, it's not recommended. And I remember the last time that I fell. God, it was before weight loss surgery, so probably 4 or 5 years ago. And Chris
Above
and I opened
10,000,
me
you
up on
can
my
lose
birthday.
those landing lights.
And I went out front, and once again, only I was going down forward this time and not backwards. I did not, it was dark, and I did not see a step. Because you get to the end and you think you're out of steps, but then you take 1, 2 steps, and then there's another step. And I had forgot there was another step. And so it wasn't as far, I only fell 1 step. 54 stitches
leave
in my
those
knee.
on.
Is what it took to seal it. I'm laying out there. Christopher and Maya's coming to pick me up, and I don't know when they're going to
Trying to
get here.
figure
I went
out-
down early just to sit on the side, sit on the edge of the sidewalk and wait for them. To sit on, the thing that leads up into my apartment,
No, that ain't it.
the building, and so I don't know when.
Oh,
they're
bro,
gonna
he'd
get
make
there.
tons of
I'm
money on that
bleeding
video.
evil
Now,
blade,
I would pay
and I
money
can't
to
get it
see
stop.
that.
I'm putting both hands over my knees
Kidding
to
me?
stop the blood. Can't get up.
Look, he can't. He allegedly was doing all this bleeding, but he's got no cuts on his body anyway. He said he scraped up his elbows. His elbows are
Like I said,
fine.
it's 4 or 5 years ago, probably
This
5
guy's
years
just
ago.
sloppy, brother.
I'm convinced I'm going to bleed out on the sidewalk because the blood is coming out at a record pace. Chris pulls up, sees me sitting on the fucking sidewalk, and I was coherent enough to say, "Chris, get my leg wrappings," because it's that kind of Velcro-y stuff that will
That was okay.
wrap a wound up pretty quick.
Holy shit.
And help to grab me some alcohol. So they get me wrapped up. I'm still wanting to go to Outback. Got the bleeding stopped. I, at this point, don't know how bad it is. I just know a lot of blood's coming
Yeah,
out. And I'm on blood thinners, so of course a lot of blood's going to come out.
that's exactly what he said, Gonzo.
So I'm still ready to go to Outback. He says, no, your ass is going to the emergency room. So we go to the emergency room. They get me all shot up and everything, and the nurse says, this is the first, not this accident, but this is the first accident. So it turns out it's 54 stitches to seal the knee. Chris said they could see the bone. People are getting sick.
They could see the bone.
Chris and Maya do not
And
want to see the
stitches
stuff. They
was all that needed?
And 54
Like I said, Gonzo, how
stitches
stupid does he think
I'm wanting to go to Outback.
everybody on the planet
I got it
is?
wrapped up with some leg wrapping.
Yeah,
shit.
54 stitches, but you could see the bone, brother.
And that wasn't the most
Let me sip on my macchiato.
sanitary way to seal the cut. And I still have scars and even scabs to this day. It is never totally 100% healed. And so now I fall down backwards. I was going to get my grocery from the top of the steps. It wasn't the one step down.
I was told that someone saw it, and that was the inspiration for sending Paul Heyman to the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, Paul said if
Yeah, I'm sure that was it,
Bowman
Bob.
did what he did.
Real good one,
Take a
Bob.
bump soaking on.
But here, how long have I been gone? A couple
I got like 10
shows.
bumps.
I posted on Facebook, so this is
Good
to
one,
tell you
Bob.
why I'm about to announce what I'm going to announce tonight. I am certainly not as over as I thought I was. Not at all. Because 23 people have given a shit to come in to see how I'm doing. 23 people.
Holy shit, here it comes.
12,000 Twitter followers, 12,000 Facebook followers,
Oh, this is great.
5,000 YouTube subscribers.
There, you bought your
I
subs,
posted on
Bolin. What do you
Twitter
expect?
and
They're not
Facebook
real.
What had happened to me, and that I was in a bad way.
I was
And
in a
there was
bad
handful
way.
of people that reached out to see how I was
Holy
doing.
shit.
A handful considered out of 12, 24, 25, 26, about 30,000 people in the three lines.
Nobody
of social
cares
media.
about you, Bolin.
A
Take a
handful out
hint.
of
Nobody
30,000.
likes you, brother.
And,
Even your own fucking
and then
family
tonight,
don't
there's
like
a
you.
couple of shows, knowing that we do this to help feed needy families.
Get a clue,
23
G.
people have given a shit to come in and see how I'm doing. So this is going to make it very easy for me to make the announcement Bob doesn't even know I'm going to make. I'm about done.
I'm about done.
I'm about done.
Oh,
we
that's
have-
great.
Which is a bad time to check out because we have nearly 40,000 new viewers. Well, 40,000 views. I don't know if it's 40,000 different people. But we're getting close to 40,000 views on TikTok a month now.
He's lying.
Which I
Go
never
look at his
thought I'd
TikTok
say
right
those
now.
words that were on
He doesn't
TikTok.
even have 20. He doesn't even
But
have
we got a great
10,000.
bonus with that.
Liar, liar.
Views have been
Your
pretty
pants
good.
are on
Thanks to the
fire.
attention span of people, it's gone pretty good.
They'll just lie about anything.
The
Lie
YouTube
about
shorts have
TikTok.
done pretty good.
Lie about
Our
falling
views are way up
downstairs.
there compared to what we get
He's
here.
just a
And I
liar,
do
man.
realize
Pesci was
a lot
right.
of you don't get notifications, but there's more than 23.
Pesci
I mean,
was
if,
right,
if I
yo.
announce that I got dirt on Cornette, there will be 175 of you for dirt on Cornette. But to see how I'm doing, to whether or not my head's okay or not, 23 people gave a shit to come. So it's time for me to quit acting like I'm somebody, because I'm not.
Take a hint, Bolin.
And it's time for me to quit acting like there's a shitload of you out there that would like to help people, because there's not. We have 60 people that
That's
have a $3
how we do it. Oh my
membership.
God.
and
That's
most
what
of
took me
those
all
think
that
that's enough
fucking
to help
time,
our
man.
people. And then we have a handful of people that go above and beyond. I think Bob said maybe 20 people that go above
All I
and
need
beyond
is that.
every show to try to do something to help these people. I have spent over $400 of my own money in recent weeks because I keep thinking the donations are going to pick up. People are going to give
Of
a
my
shit.
own
People will
money.
see a crying baby who's crying because she's hungry. And that video didn't do jack shit. It did not motivate one new person to donate one nickel. No one gave a
Wow.
Curry steps back.
shit.
Nobody gave a
Apparently there's more
shit.
people that are like that.
Wow,
wanna
Bolin.
take
That's
care
the
of
most
themselves.
truthful thing he probably
Yeah.
said on the whole show.
That don't give a shit about struggling people.
You goddamn
That's
right,
more or less what
Bolin.
this
We're
is for.
struggling ourselves, brother.
That's what
Well, I mean,
we're
I'm
doing,
not,
right
but you
wingers
are.
every time.
You know,
Fuck the poor.
living over there in that
Fuck
fucking
you. I got
shoebox
mine. You figure
apartment
out
that
where
you
you
live
get
in,
yours.
Bolin.
And this show is not about that. This show's not about that. I am here. Yeah, I enjoy telling the stories. I enjoy entertaining.
I will take out a $100 bill from my
fucking
wallet
shit I
right
can
now
talk about.
and rip it into
And
20
I've
pieces.
done more than a lot of the
And
WWE
if you
stars
clip
have
it,
done when
Gonzo, you
comes
should
to
send it to
interactions
Bolin.
with Your wrestling stories.
I'll do it with
Political
$200.
connections I never dreamed I'd have. And personal connections I never dreamed I'd have. And
Holy moly.
I don't know why I keep doing it. For 20 of you, because my son told me, he says, Dad, he says, I think they would be more likely to help you. They just don't like helping people with dark skin. Those that do not donate, well, you're helping people that are poor and they have dark skin. They'd rather give the money to you. You remember when you first started, you had thousands and thousands of views.
Shark Week hosted by John Cena, Ross,
well,
who was trained by Kenny Bolin. You know, he sent 54 men to the WWE. What'd you ever do?
Dark people. And there's a certain core of this country that don't want no fucking part of that.
Are you crazy?
I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing this. And this ain't blackmail or anything. It's just, if we can't, if I don't appeal to people that want to help $5 to help feed hungry people, the crying baby.
A beef and cheddar as well.
One new donor. The kid was crying because she was hungry.
The kid was crying because she was hungry, Gonzo. How much money did you give,
We all
brother?
do. I got a refrigerator full.
Motherfucker.
But I spent $400 a month. Four of you, several of you in here that do. But unfortunately,
I don't think he cried last
today
night.
that are in a tough way.
Unfortunately.
George Captor's dealing with some shit. He hasn't been able to donate in a while.
George Captor.
Nicole has got some shit going on. Her donations are going to be low for a while. And I'm, you know, there's several of you that used to donate all the time that I don't see anymore. Several of you made promises that you did not keep. Several of you ordered those $60 books to help us feed some families and never paid for them, and never followed up on them. Act like they, you know. What did I say I was going to do? One of them was a famous wrestler that said he's going to do it. Never did. Never did.
Famous wrestler.
Yeah,
He might.
he's been
Disco
a great
Inferno?
donor.
You know,
Hell yeah,
well,
Mr. Pickles
the last
is better than
person
Ike's.
here I'm worried about. If there's anybody that's going to land on their feet, probably get a better job, it'll be the teammate. Nicole had some shit going on today. She's about fed up. I've been fed up before. I've been there. But as I told my
Who the
son,
fuck is
as long as I
Nicole?
can speak,
Is
as
that
long
that
as I'm
pasta
somewhat
tart
coherent,
cunt?
unlike what Joe Biden did the other day, I'll be the first to admit that was a disaster. But no matter what we're going through, let me just make that clear right now. No matter what any of us are going through, you wouldn't trade a fucking
Nicole Brown
David
Simpson. Hey,
to go through.
she had a personal plate on her white Ferrari.
What am I trying to say, Bob?
Late for a
They
date.
don't know the
L8
fucking story. I thought I knew.
4D8. Late
I
for a
don't know.
date. Yeah, that was
I
Nicole
thought I knew.
Simpson's
Numbers
license
that I
plate.
threw up right when I think you might have been out, Kenny. A family of 5, poverty line in.
Oh, I saw
All right, Bob's
that.
about to get into
That was
the
making research.
$10 for every 5 minutes shtick, Gonzo.
And
Wait,
thanks
it's
for
coming right now.
bringing that up. I don't think
This
it's
is where it
mattered
gets
yet.
good.
I don't think one person gave a shit to do anything. I mean, I could be wrong. Let me look. No, I'm not wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. Nobody
No, we got
donated.
$1.
Take a hint, Bowen.
What's that?
That's what the poverty line is. $1.34 per person per day.
Oh, I had to tell, and I might have told her too soon. Y'all know Little Cheska? Little Cheska,
No,
the
I
19-year-old
don't.
that just graduated high
Little
school. Helped her
Cheska?
get through. We got her stuff to do her exams with. We got her some internet, and we've helped Little Cheska out here a few times.
Little Cheska. No, I've never heard of her, Bowen. Who is she?
10 hours a day for 100 pesos a day. My big mouth, I said, Cheska, quit. Don't do that. I'm not going to let you work 10 and 12 hours a day. But Kenny, I have my needs. I have my basics I need. My mother doesn't have any money. There's nobody to help me.
I have my
I want to go
need.
to college. I want to move to Manila. I want to continue my education. I can't, you know, I have to work. I said the minimum wage in the Philippines is 450 pesos a day. For those of you just on quick roundup math, it's about $9. It's actually less
Looking
than
good
that
here.
now.
Ground speeds at
But it's about
$472.
$9 on a good day.
Our mock is at
Currency exchange.
0.7.
This poor thing is working 12 hours a day for 100 pesos. So I did the math. That's $2 a day. How many days you working? 3 or 4? Sometimes
A
5.
bit of a tailwind.
Don't. I said, I will send you 100 pesos a day. Well, let's say you work 5 days a week. I'll send you $10. I'll send you $10 to stay home.
He'll send her $10 to
That's
stay
trying
home.
Find a better job. Somebody to treat you. You're a pretty girl. You're a smart girl. There's bound to be somebody around there, a mall somewhere, that would like to have a pretty smart girl working.
So this
for them
never
and pay
happened.
them at least
100% never
minimum wage. So I
happened.
told her to quit. I said, as a matter of fact, if you don't quit,
I
I'm not
told her
gonna
to
help you.
quit her job.
I don't, because she's
Some bitch in the Philippines listen to Bowen
She never gets no rest.
and quit her job.
I said, well,
Yeah, that's great advice
now
you
work
gave her,
for me.
Bowen.
Your job is stay home and look for a better job.
Holy shit.
Do not work for $2 a day for 12. I mean, it's bad enough they got to work for $9 a day. Nobody in here is going to do that. Even if you really need $9 real bad, you're not going to go next door. Well, I got some work for you. I'll pay you $9 if you work 12 hours.
Give me a corn dog from Sonic. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
No one. Not a fucking human in here. No matter how bad you need $9, you're not going to do it. No, she's doing it for $2. So I told her to quit.
He's crazy,
And whether I'm
Gonzo.
doing this show or not, whether we're making any money or not, whether I'm laid off or not. I mean, fuck, I can get laid off too. I'll find something else. I'm verbally skilled for 64 years of age for a guy that banged his fucking head on a goddamn concrete sidewalk.
So was it your head or your
I'll be
knee,
all right.
Bowen? You said the bone was showing.
I'll pull
Red
through. I'll find a way.
Robin.
I'll find a way.
Oh,
Layoffs do not scare me.
O'Reilly.
I'm verbally fucking skilled enough. Fucking
What
skilled
you doing,
enough. I know
Ross?
the
Are we golfing soon or what, bro?
TC from the NC is skilled enough. I've had conversations with him.
You been swinging the clubs at all, Rossi boy?
That if we want something, we'll get it. We'll work for it. We'll get it because we have an opportunity here. But unfortunately, in the
Come up and play the Mackenzie, bruh.
bruh.
Home of golf.
And none. Kenny, I have to work for 100 pesos a day. That's just how it is here in Calviá.
Not in the
That's
summer heat.
450
Ah, you
pesos a day.
pussy.
That's in Manila. Well, guess
I mean,
what?
this current heat
10
spell, yeah,
workers
but I'm saying
for
like
300 pesos
in a
a
week
day.
or whatever, it'll be back to
12 hours
normal.
a day. I just paid her electric bill, her water bill. She didn't want to ask me for any help because she's always been asking for help. I paid her water bill, her electric bill, bought her rice.
He's just a sugar
She got
daddy,
two elderly
Gonzo.
parents older than
Just
me.
a glorified sugar daddy.
And it's
That's all he is.
12 degrees there on any given day.
On our way to
And they didn't have a working
SJC
fan.
right now, Ross. We should be able
Shit's a
to
little higher. They live in Novato.
fly right.
And
Actually,
they're
we're not on the Avaya
very
approach.
rotten-ass
We're on the
fucking
Levi
area
Stadium
of
approach. We're coming in
And they
on
charge
runway
for
12 left.
450 pesos for
Our
rent.
final descent
$90
should take us
to live in
right
something
over
that you wouldn't
Levi
let your
Stadium.
dog walk through. If your dog was
I'm gonna drop
walking
a
down the
piano
street
on Kyle
eating that
Shanahan's
shit,
office.
You wouldn't let your dog go where she lives every fucking day. But that's what they go through. And I've seen it firsthand. I've video chatted with these people. They're a part of my life every fucking day.
They're a part of his life,
I
Gonzo,
don't
every
know. I wish
fucking
I
day,
could be.
brother. There's the
I
answer
wish I
to your
could be.
question.
When I saw that kid crying, I sat here and cried for fucking 3 fucking hours. I didn't know the kid. I didn't know the
When I saw that kid crying, I sat here and cried for 3 fucking hours. Oh, comment of the night.
The weather's been horrible. There's been no money to make. People going, God damn, Kenny got his head hit and he won't fucking shut up. Maybe he got too much rest.
Yo, we need to go to Great America.
I'm irritated.
We need to get on Top
that
Gun.
People
We out, bro.
that are entertained by this show can't muster up $5. They will go watch free on Twitter. Well, you ain't doing it tonight, are you, motherfuckers? You ain't doing it tonight.
Quite a
You
few
probably
people he
never
stalks these girls only since when to keep them around. Yeah, I mean,
avoid buying a $3
doesn't surprise me.
or possibly making a donation to help the people that I come on here for. 30, 40, 50, 70 of you will flock over there to see it for free. When Bob was putting all the shows in members only, he'd go to Facebook or Twitter to try to see it for free. Don't want to pay the $3.
Nobody did that.
Yeah, I
Nobody.
know politically I don't line up with some of you. Politically I line up perfectly with a lot of you. I should marry Natasha P. Henson, whatever her name is. I always not Natasha.
Those are shit, Ross. The tiny tacos suck, bro. Sorry, man.
Coltrane didn't watch the Black Air.
This guy that we're listening to right now, Ross, he lives out in Louisville, Kentucky. They just got their first Jack in the Box this year. And I'm pretty sure in a couple minutes you're going to start asking him.
Taraji P. There you go. And that's
You're going
why
to start hearing him ask for donations so he can have money to go to Jack in the Box. They want Jack in the Box money. It's like the other guys. I need some walking around. I need some walking around money. I need a new pair of shoes.
So I'm not worried about teammates. I'm not worried about Possum Dark. I'm not worried about Michael Ryder. Michael has not talked to me about that.
Bro, he's.
He needs
I'm
it to
pretty
snow
sure that
for Michael Ryder to make
Coltrane's
money.
wife was the only person that donated on this show, Gonzo.
Hey, not on
Wait until he
this.
finds out that it was Coltrane's wife. He's
Billy
like,
Sellers
he
gets
said
me.
something like, I call her Snuggle Bear or something like.
Appreciate that.
And Coltrane just sits there and
It
laughs.
shouldn't
I'm
come
like,
to that, Billy
this guy's
Sellers.
talking about your wife,
It
Coltrane.
shouldn't come to that.
Are you
You would
a little
think.
bitch?
Oh, if every subscriber we had.
Really,
bought
Coltrane? Are
$1
you a little
membership,
bitch?
it is
'Cause you're acting like
amazing
one.
What we can fucking do.
We go to $1
After Bowen hit on your fucking
But
teenage
what
daughters
happens is the
and you
60
showed back up to
every
do another
$2
show,
membership,
I thought you were a
we go
bitch,
to $1
Coltrane.
membership, and we lose 2/3 of our money.
Straight up.
Two-thirds of the money.
Yeah, we lose 2/3 of the money because they wouldn't do it. Is there a way,
Yeah,
Bob, that you know
that's
of
exactly what I said,
that we
Gonzo.
could send out? I mean, because a lot of people said, "Well, Kenny, I never get your notifications." Well, click the fucking notification bell. It should be a start.
At my PS5 Rossi
I mean, if
board.
you're not clicking the notification bell, there's not much more I can do for you.
I will say though, people, I've clicked it and I haven't got some of the
Really?
You typically don't get an email, you get like a little bell up in. Like I get a notification.
almost like Facebook.
Yeah, it's like a little bell next to my name if I'm on Facebook. You go, oh,
Really?
Kenny Boland's going on. So it's not like you get an email about it, but let me tell you this.
Shit was owned by a
We
drug
do
dealer.
A show on Tuesday at 8:05.
I know you're a drug dealer.
Well, 9:05 Eastern time. We do a show on Thursday at 9:05 Eastern time.
Going
We
up
do
to
a show
350 now.
Most Saturdays at 9:35 Eastern time. It's not like
Most
we just go on
Saturdays.
randomly.
Now we have a pretty much. Oh, by the way, we do have one donation tonight from a young lady who, and it's up to her if she wants to tell her
Got
story.
some rendering
And this
issues
will be
there
her
on the.
maximum donation.
Look at that, you see that?
Going through. She donated $5, and it's the only donation.
When you zoom in, it goes away.
I've missed 2 consecutive shows. 30 people gave a shit to see how I'm doing after posting on Twitter and Facebook that I had a fucking rough go of it.
Take a hint, Bowen.
And oh, you see me today, you think, well, goddamn, Kenny, apparently nothing happened. No, something happened. Fucking hurt. And according to let's
your doctor office.
Let's get back to that part of the story. I'd gone to meet Chris for lunch, and I got my groceries. And normally, more often than not, Walmart brings me my groceries. And their delivery van has been down for 5 days, so they've had me order, cancel, order and cancel again.
Walmart only has one delivery
And it's been
van?
5 days, 6 now, and they still ain't brought me my groceries. I ran out of dog food.
I don't believe that.
50-pound bag. I cannot bring a 50-pound bag of dog food.
They don't use DoorDash or anything? They only have one
Even if I were
delivery
physically able
van
to
for
go
all of
after
Louisville?
falling down the
Bowen?
steps. I mean, I thought I had groceries coming to the house. I was expecting them to be on the porch when I got home. I mean, if I'm here, they'll bring them in, put them in the kitchen. If I'm not here, they'll put them right on the porch, right by my door.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
So, I picked up some groceries to buy me some time till I got my ship from Walmart. Trying to get up the steps in front of my apartment. I sent some of you a picture of what the front of my place looks like. I get to the top of the steps, and my brilliant ass decides I'm going to go back down the steps backwards and get the rest of my groceries. And it's not easy. I mean, it takes it out of me to try just to get a few bags of groceries out of the car, up the steps.
Yum Yum Donuts.
Steps, get to the porch,
This
get
is
in
a
that.
fucking institution,
I'm blown
bro.
the fuck up when I do this. It is not. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm not asking for tears. It takes a fucking lot out of me to do that. So I try to get all the groceries to the top of the steps, and then go back and get the next round to the top of the steps, and then gradually, slowly get everything into the house. So I start back down the steps. I take one step, and then I take a second step, and I'm gone. I lost my balance.
Now I'm falling backwards.
Steps, concrete sidewalk, and the guy across the street was looking out his window and just happened to see me fall. He says I fell seemingly in 4 stages. He said you kept hitting things that kind of kept breaking your fall a little bit.
Bowen was taking down everything in sight that he could reach with him as he was falling. Ah! It was, hey, this was literally Bowen right here, y'all. Listen.
Didn't know that was coming. And yeah, I did the best I could. And according to him, he
And
says
I took one step, and then
all I know is that when I set up from the Undertaker position and looked around, I personally saw 2 or 3 cars.
Fuck yeah,
seemingly
Ross.
laying on the sidewalk.
Love
After
that
seeing
chicken
the
from
blood coming down to
Popeyes.
my elbow.
I bet that commercial's hella racist
Big
too.
fat guy laying on the
Since it's from the
goddamn
90s,
sidewalk.
it's probably super fucking
Nobody.
racist. Canceled.
Nope.
Aunt
Nobody's
Jemima
talking
is
about it.
canceled,
The
brother.
neighbor told me that he says, Kenny, I was trying to run down here to get to you, and he used to do a tour with the Muppets. He was a kind of a Broadway guy, and it's shared stages with WWE. Where they'll have
I think they said it's going to be like 120 on Saturday,
Ross.
Ross.
Later, and then we're going to start the 30-minute clock here. Bob has come up with a rule.
Oh, here we go.
where
Here we go,
we can't
Gonzo.
make at least Bob, run your rule, and then I'll finish the story. What's the rule?
Here we go. Here we go.
So
Here we
the rule
go.
is, you, the audience, will decide how long the show's going to be.
All right, here
I
we
didn't
go.
know we had.
On the screen right now, there's a graphic that says you decide how long the show will be. Shows will be 30 minutes long plus 5 minutes for every $10 raised.
graphics.
We did. We had
I didn't either.
Is there an Arby's at the Galleria, Ross? I don't know about that one.
say they were.
There's a
Look
Shake
good,
Shack
look
there.
good.
The crack staff work right on it.
Matches the living room, yeah.
We'll give you 30 minutes.
We'll give you 30 minutes.
5 minutes for every $10. Right. So, if, for example, we raise $60, by 10, 6 times 5 minutes.
I can almost comprehend it.
You know what? I gotta show this graphic, man. Hold on. I gotta share this. Let me, let's see if I've got a, window capture. I do. Alright, check this out. Why can't I see it? Okay, here we go. Look at this graphic. Anything raised over $240 goes into the guest fund to extend the time we have with our special guests. So basically, like when Scaramucci comes, or Disco Inferno, or Mark Cuban, or whoever the fuck they get. If they only raise, because Bolin says whenever we have a celebrity guest, nobody donates. So if they raise $300 on one particular night, then there's a $60 surplus to finance the celebrity episodes that don't raise anything. I mean, this is some sick shit right here, bro. And that's Bob making that announcement right there. That's not Bolin, I mean, Bob is, in my opinion, Bob is fully complicit at this point. If you're going to talk shit about Bolin, you have to talk shit about Bob too. And it's sad because I genuinely liked Bob. Here we go.
If we raise $120, 60 extra minutes. The maximum show length we'll set for 3 hours, and that's at the discretion of the host.
Maximum show length of 3 hours.
Force him to stay on for 3 hours. But if we raise $240, we'll stay on for 3 hours. And anything over that, we're going to put it in
A Diet Dr. Pepper. Hell yeah.
Fund our guest shows. Because you guys never complain with the guest. Well, we don't want to make our
Donations is over. Oh, by the way, Mr. Kennedy reached out to me. He's had a rough few weeks himself. He reached out to me and says, Kenny,
Mr. Kennedy reached
He said
Kennedy!
it's been a rough couple of weeks up here. He said, but I do want to reschedule with you.
Hold on. I'm going to get one of those real quick. I'm going to get a Mr. Kennedy on the street. Mr. Kennedy! What have we got here? Here we go.
Wow, look at this car. Awesome.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to remind you that the man and he hails Mr. John Cena.
Bro, the fucking video tricked me. That wasn't a Mr. Kennedy video. Oh, man. You got me. I don't know, Ross. I mean, do I think moving on from Klay Thompson to go get Paul George is a bad idea? I mean, I kind of do. But I don't necessarily like. Here's the thing. Maybe they should have gotten rid of Draymond before they got rid of Clay. But maybe, it's just the bottom line is if Bob Myers was still here, none of those guys would be going anywhere because those were his babies. You know, all three of them. From what I saw. It's just interesting because, I mean, you know what Clay's performances were like in most NBA finals. If the Mavs are thinking that they're missing one piece that could have won him a championship last year, it's obviously not a guy who, historically, let's just be honest, hasn't had his best performances in the NBA finals. Bob Myers saw where the dynasty was going, drafted a bust and tipped. Yeah, his swindle god. That's how I would describe Bob Myers in one term. Let's get Bowen back here.
So, Mr. Kennedy,
This podcast that we're listening to, Ross, this is that fat motherfucker Ken Bowen that you and I have talked about on Twitter, who would always tweet me all that random political shit and call me racist and tweet me about AOC. He actually trained John Cena and a lot of other wrestlers too, but let me turn him back on.
he will be coming on soon. I told
He's
you
just a
he's
cringe
done.
e-beggar now. He's basically like a
30
locale
minutes.
if there was a wrestling
Plus,
version.
10 minutes for every.
He'd be like Darkside Phil or
Guys,
LTG.
it was
You know?
$9. That don't count.
We're done.
We're
done.
rounding down.
You give us $9, it doesn't count, Gonzo.
Give us $10.
You need $10.
That's $60.
Not $9.
And
Not
now-
$9.50.
We implemented those
Not
rules today, we would
$9.75.
be gone right now.
$10.
Yeah, so
We
Understand?
$5 all night.
You're done.
I'm gonna start the timer. I'll start it at. Let's just start it now. Right, it's 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern time.
There you go.
We'll go to.
Yeah, because we had some stories to tell, and I have a little bit more to tell, but no one gives a shit.
We have $5 in, but that
30
doesn't
people
put
gave a
it
shit
longer.
that I fucking damn near died.
So, 5 minutes. You guys decide if you want us to tell the stories. You want to be entertained by us or by Kenny. I don't know how
You shut your damn mouth, Gonzo. He taught John
You want
Cena everything he knows about being a heel.
You're gonna
Yeah. Because it is,
and lots of shows do this, by the way. This is not a new original idea with us.
That's a
I have
fucking
seen
shame,
many
Ross.
shows
That place was a
some of
fucking
them have gone out of
institution
their
if there
way
ever
to
was
solve
one. Let me
this
tell you something, man.
who do that, right?
When I was growing up, the burger pit behind Valley Fair was jumping, man. That was the one we went to. The burger pit behind Valley Fair.
on if you guys keep donating. Donation stop, we stop. So we're gonna give you.
Didn't spend much time in South San
I
Jose.
didn't know people were insulting.
We thought that was the ghetto when I was growing up, like that Branham area.
I'll remind
Oh,
you.
I have no doubt.
Like we go to the Nickel City over there,
Me, I just don't
and
see
we think
you.
it's the fucking hood.
Even people I like, I come we see your shows. Unless like the Dutch's show, his clips come up in my feed all the time. I don't know why. Maybe they're doing something we're not doing. I
Maybe
don't know.
there's some kind of algorithm
That's
that
what it
talk
is.
about, you know.
Well, they refuse to talk.
Politics.
They refuse to talk politics over there.
Now I had originally heard Kenny that
Gonzo, you just to make sure, you heard Kenny say that they're averaging 30,000 views a month on TikTok, right? I just want to make sure you heard that. Yeah, Russ. There used to be, I think there used to be 3 of them. Honestly, they were spread around though. But
then I heard
that one that was over by
yeah.
Oak Ridge was the OG one. I'm pretty sure.
That sounds more like. I think he's the one that don't like me.
But it's not even like they
He's heard me
weren't
bitch
doing
about
good business and they
bad
couldn't
coats,
afford
bad
their
coats,
rent or
things
something. They
like
just
James
lost their
Dean.
lease. They got chased out by their landlord.
Could be.
I was talking about
That
somebody.
probably wants to like
I
sell
think you're
the
talking to
land or
not
something.
even making an effect.
Yeah, I was talking about somebody else. Well, Jazzy Jana has took mercy upon our souls. So we got $5 from Nicole and Sweet Jazzy Jana.
I feel bad for Banks.
Louisiana. Hello,
Bob, go
Popeye's
out
Fried
and get on
Chicken.
it.
Re-signed our deal with them, by the way. They are very.
He's
very
complicit,
happy.
bro. You heard him.
In fact, I have a further conversation. Bear Nose is going to be sponsoring again my pay-per-view party. calling them tomorrow to finalize all.
He's
the details
soliciting
of their
donations for the show.
notes. And
He's talking
by the
about
way,
this.
I had dinner at Steak at lunch.
Fucking
After we got out of the
$10
doctor's
for
appointment
5
to
minutes
find out if I
bullshit.
was cleared to do the show and to walk up right down the street, which apparently is not easy for me. Chris and Dad, how would you like to go to Steak and Shake? I went to Steak and Shake.
Bowen has a hard time walking and chewing gum at the same time.
But I can't tonight because we need to raise $60 to fix that girl's house. Eunice's washing machine quit working yesterday. I don't know how many of you have ever tried to wash bedding, blankets, pillows, sheets, and all your jeans.
Eunice's washing machine broke yesterday.
By hand. But that's how a lot of Filipinos.
Are you crazy?
And unfortunately, 3 or 4 years ago, I bought Eunice's washing machine. Probably 4 years ago. Because I took pity upon them. I took pity. I bought a few washing machines.
You know how much money he's blocked, Gonzo? I mean,
$60 to $100.
me, Schmidt, Pesci, Rev, Boss Man, Mountain Timer.
And it's got a spin dryer in it.
We're talking thousands of dollars here.
But I think Eunice has a
Thousands.
spin dryer too.
Conservatively.
So we're going to
thousands.
move into the new house. I bought 2 houses this week. Bob has helped buy a house in recent days.
No, I'm not, Schmidt.
We've built onto some houses, trying to get people
You're the
somewhat
slumlords of the Philippines.
the slumlords of the Philippines.
It's worth going once,
Isn't that a
Ross.
shame? So
I mean, you know the nature of the
I had to
BC
spend,
Universal Studios. Everything's kind of cramped in there, right? It's definitely sardinish. You know what I mean?
Needed to fill her motorcycle.
But it's definitely
up
worth
with
checking
gas.
out at
Where
least
she
once.
lives
You know,
now, it's a good ride
just to
go
see the
school.
place. The aesthetic's really
Her
cool.
Ride to school together
You know?
on her motorcycle.
The ride really isn't
It's a
anything
long
special.
fucking
Like
walk
visually,
ride.
it's really
So
cool,
I
but
spent
like,
$18 to fill the motorcycle up with gas and to get them a little snack
you
money
know,
for school.
I think what they're pushing there are those wristbands. They want you to go
Jelly
around
Bean needed some money for a
the area
fan.
and actually play like the
Fan was
human version of
$38
Super
for
Mario
her family.
Brothers.
We'd already paid her water bill, electric bill because it'd been off for 3 or 4 months.
Not jelly.
I was bullying kids at Super Nintendo world,
Jin
man.
Jin.
Called this kid a prick.
Jin Jin.
Jelly Beans electric
What up,
been
Schmidt?
off for 3 months. She don't need to have a long time.
Yeah,
Are you in Discord,
Schmidt?
Schmidt?
Correct. The talk needs to be had.
I'll get in there if you get in there.
Karen
Just tell me
McDonald,
what
I see popping up in my messages.
tell me what you want to do, Schmidt.
You know, I don't. I think there was about 150 people on Facebook that saw my message and either gave me a heart or a love. or
150
smiley
people
face or
on
whatever.
Facebook.
I think
Holy
there were
shit.
70 comments on Facebook. And Twitter, I don't know.
Hello?
There wasn't many.
Lots of
Hello? I just want to say, you know, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I just want to say, you know, I don't know if you know this, but bowling keeps all the money.
Yeah, bowling keeps all the money.
I heard he keeps all the money. Well,
Let's
now,
go.
if we get, now, Vince, if we get $5 donation from you, we'll post your question. We'll stay for 10 minutes.
Fuck that. It's the other way around, bro. It's $10 for 5 minutes. You got it backwards.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. $10 for 5 minutes. And that's out of Bob's mouth, brother. Not even out of Bolin's mouth. Think about
On the
that.
fence, sometimes I can't tell the difference between
Jake.
him and Ted.
Hello?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Vince, I appreciate the pictures you sent me.
Fence, are you ready to play golf with friends?
Hey, here's my Vince.
I wish you guys
appreciate
had
the pictures.
Steam so we could play golf with friends. I was like, Jake, we all have Steam. We're just not playing golf with friends with you.
Would you like to see some pictures of
The
me
new
naked?
owner.
Like,
Wait a minute. The guy with the guy whose wife is a fat cunt doesn't own the place anymore, Ross? Hey, Bowen. All this brought to you by Kentucky's finest, Chris Schmidt. Hey, Bowen.
I did not. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to say, Gonzo, I did not do this. It's brought to you by, people that, doing good.
Who's the new owner now, Ross? Some fucking Packy or what?
Are you still playing? Are you playing Bowling Show?
Oh, I'm turning it back on right now. Here it
I
goes.
think a grand total of 5 people.
Can we hear it in
shit on
Discord?
Twitter that Bowman banged his head on the sidewalk.
Sure.
And
Give me a second.
I didn't get to see his shows yesterday. You know he's gonna go live on 4th of July.
Well, he said he wasn't planning to because he doesn't think
Oh,
anybody
come on.
watches. But Coltrane
This
said
motherfucker will.
Coltrane said he doesn't have any plans. He'll be available. So Boland's like, well, if we do, it'll be at like 10 Eastern after the fireworks end because I guess Louisville has a insane fireworks show or something.
Yeah, probably 10 or 11 at night.
What's that big oh, I didn't mean to share that. What's that big fireworks show that's right before the Derby in Louisville every year? Something over Kentucky or whatever?
Thunder over Louisville.
Thunder over Louisville, that's right.
Yeah.
All right,
It
here it
is.
is.
For years it was like the biggest fireworks display in
This
America.
is 42 minutes in already though, Schmidt, just so you know. He's already told the story
Okay,
about how
good.
he fell down the stairs and scraped his knee so bad that the bone was
God.
sticking out, but you know, the bone was sticking out of his leg. Well, he only needed 54 stitches.
The bone
Hear what he
was
said about
like
Colt?
for whoever you doing a
Bro, if the
show.
bone was sticking out, you would have had to have that shit like surgically repaired, brother. They wouldn't be
Right.
able to
No,
stitch
that
that shit
motherfucker
up.
would-
Just
he would
stitch it up
die.
and get him back out there, you know? Like
would
he's a
die.
mudhead
He
or
would
something. All right, here we go.
and out of 12,000 people, and someone said,
Called
"Kenny,
out
don't be too
Bagel.
offended." You know,
He also said a
there's
couple of
lot
minutes
of
ago
us
that
over
he's
here,
averaging
unless we're from MAGA, we don't get
30,000 views a month
That's
on
what that
TikTok.
doesn't
You can go look at his TikTok
And,
profile. He doesn't even have
Pretty
5,000
big
total
reason
views,
nobody
brother.
said, Quit staring
Hear
at
what he
it.
said. Do you know what he did to
Quit staring it
Coltrane?
away off.
Do something about
Coltrane's
How
wife,
much
you mean?
fun can that be to stare it away
No,
off?
no,
Quit
because he was
looking
going
at
on
it.
about Brian Last
the
being
new
a
Beverly Hills
houseboy
Cop
and all that
comes-
stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah, I
like,
heard that. Yeah, I heard
He
that.
said that Coltrane's must be the same thing.
Is he-
I think all Coltrane does is sit at home and smoke weed, and like he's like, imagine it'd be like that. And the Coltrane sat there and said nothing, like he didn't.
Well, listen,
It was-
if all Coltrane does is sit at home and smoke weed, then I'm jealous of his life.
Yeah,
He's got some woman that pays all his bills, and he
yeah,
just sits
exactly.
home
Like
and
Kenny's putting Brian Last on blast. Like
well,
Coltrane does the
not
same
even
thing.
not even Brian Last. Just look at the stuff that he says about me.
Oh yeah, but that's well, all you do is sit in your dad's basement and
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, illegal
Well,
house. Yeah, but
Oh,
that,
that's
it makes him
good.
because everyone
I
knows it's full of shit. Even
I've
though
looked,
everyone knows I
tried to
fed
talk
him that
myself
shit
out
and he
of it
just
because
ran
I
with
saw
it.
the tra-
All right, here I'm playing Bowen in the Discord.
trailers,
Alright.
and the trailers looked kind of weak. The
Hopefully,
trailers-
those are the weakest parts of the movie.
But
Okay,
also
yeah,
on
yeah.
Cody, I have started watching the what is it? God, what was the movie that Mad Max? What was the Mad Max?
Beyond
There's like a new Mad Max movie out.
A new Mad
just
Max
started, maybe 15 minutes into it. I haven't really got going good on it. While I was down and out, I got hooked on Justified again. I've been punching seats. Yeah. Okay, so I've started.
Down that, the
15 minutes
motherfucker
of
only
that.
gone 2 days.
Beverly Hills Cop. I also want to see the new.
I got my.
Have you thought about
I got my.
being like Duty's bowling? You think about doing
No.
doing fucking
No, I'll restream him like I am right now, but I'm not gonna start making content and shit. Bowling's not popular enough. I wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
make.
true.
I wouldn't be able to make any money off of it. If he was as popular as Phil was, absolutely. Because I could make a channel, it would get 20,000 subs, and every video would get 3,000 to 5,000 views. I could, you know.
Yeah, so I said Bolin blocks everybody and does subscribers only of 1 million days. and shit,
Schmidt,
so.
I got my first pair of Birkenstocks about 2 weeks ago, man. They're pretty fucking comfortable.
You're an old man now.
Did your dad buy them for you?
Yeah. No, they're super trendy out here, Schmidt. Everybody's got. They call them Birks. Oh my God, you got your Birks? I bet you Fence has some.
See that old New Zealand lady?
There you
got
go.
two
Look
in
at. She just
California?
put a comment. I love my Birks. She just put a comment, which I told you.
I just call those Jesus sandals.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah.
cropped.
No, the Jesus sandals are the ones that they wear in prison, Schmidt.
Roman sandals.
Hello?
Hello.
No, hey,
It's Vince.
how you doing,
Well,
sweetheart?
I
How you
was
doing,
gonna say,
sweetheart?
Fence?
I just want to say,
Fence, is that you?
I just want to say, I appreciate the pictures of your boobies, and I want you to know that I will send you some special Jake pictures
jeez.
later on tonight.
I got a
little bit of
video.
manscaping.
I got a video.
He's a bit upset because he posted a video. He deleted it now. He's like, "How old do you guys think I am?" And everyone was like 47, 57,
53.
yeah, 57. All that shit.
Holy shit.
I'm only 30.
I'm only
and then
30.
People didn't believe him. Yeah, and they're like, "No, you're not." And then it's like, "Yes," and then he sort of kind of.
It's
No,
hilarious.
Jake looks older than
He's,
everybody.
He's too easy. He's too easy to troll.
Poor cunt. Poor cunt. No, but he does look like 50 something. But
He looks older than
poor
Bowen.
cunt.
He looks like he
I
could
don't
be
know.
my dad.
I don't know about that, Schmidt.
Oh no, he looks as old as Bowen.
He doesn't look that old to me.
Well.
Well,
guys
you
have
think he
ever
looks
watched
30?
it?
You think he looks 30?
No,
Just 30?
he doesn't look 30, but he doesn't look like he's 65.
Dude, I thought I thought Jake was older than me when I first met him.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's one thing, but like Boland's age, like that's pushing it.
Here's the thing, I'm my own grandpa. I don't know if you know this.
Schmidt, I made you, you piece of shit.
I'll catch you later.
Later, bro.
No, what the fuck?
On the fence, I just want to say, fence, we could play hopscotch, we could play checkers, but, I just want to say,
Schmidt, I'm gonna play this.
why don't you,
I'm gonna resume this
why don't you
video.
come down to Mississippi and let me show you a good time?
Are you watching Fence?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm on.
Nice. All right.
Costner movie called
Here we go.
Horizon. It's going to be a four-part
Kevin
movie.
Costner movie.
A four-part
Fuck,
movie
this
with
motherfucker
Kevin
never
Costner about the old west. Just how
I bet you
it was.
Boland's never seen that's.
And,
I'm glad he's
that's-
bringing up movies. That's what I wanted to comment on. You can tell this guy fucking saw Glenn Ross for the first time in his life, because he won't stop for the last fucking 2 months. Mitch and Murray, this Mission of Mercy, bro. He picks the tackiest lines from the movie to remember. You could tell he saw it. It's the first time he's seen it. I can recite half of Glengarry Glen Ross, bro. You stupid
He's
fucking
probably
cunt.
never watched it.
You, Williamson, I'm talking to you. You just cost me $6,000.
Guy don't walk on the lot unless he wants to buy a car.
Yeah, but that's Alec Baldwin. I'm saying, talk to me. Use Jack.
Coffee is for closers.
No, I'm saying those are the casual lines, bro. I'm saying use Jack Lemmon's lines. Use Ed Harris's
Thank
lines.
you. Fuck you. Kiss my ass.
Use Al Pacino's lines. Like, oh, yo, nostalgia file. Great, because I don't have to eat this month. Go ahead, give them to me. Oh, Patel, Ravidam Patel. What did you get this one from, a morgue? What's the point? What's the fucking point? In any case, I gotta argue with you. I'm busting my balls. Sir, you're the deadbeats. Money in the mattress. Fucking Shiva comes down, tells this guy, signed a deal he wouldn't sign, and they got Vishnu too. Fuck you, John. You know your business, I know mine. Your business being an asshole. I found out whose fucking cousin you are. I'm gonna go to him and
John
figure out a
Joe
way to
says
have your end.
You will only see the top of Jake's head looking into your window.
Oh my god.
All right, here.
Here's
Right
things,
now.
you
And
know.
I don't watch the cam version. The only movie
I was rocking
the
the
cam version was
Ben
the
Franklin's
newest Planet of
Bullet.
the Apes. It looked amazing to be a cam shot. And the Cody, Bob, I'm sure knows what I'm talking about. Cody gives you guys. Is there
Okay,
anything
you're
going on
traffic.
tonight that we would only have 30 people watching?
Is there
the show
any?
after
No,
that?
you're just not entertaining,
I
Bowen.
guess people-
Nobody wants to
people
watch
hate me
you.
or don't want to help me.
NBA
Help me,
season's
right?
Hey, Barkley,
over.
remember-
Hockey's over.
Barkley, were you
NXT is
around when
on.
South Dakota was on there?
Of course, he still comes back every once in a while,
Yeah.
randomly.
And Bowen did a show about
There's
his
soccer
dead
going
friend.
on, so they're
I
Tried to
didn't-
raise donation.
I didn't see that. I only heard about that.
Oh, okay. So his South Dakota, he lives in South Dakota, right? And his
Right.
friend had died. I can't remember what happened. He got sick or in a car wreck or something. And South Dakota and his girlfriend, they're on there being sincere. Me and Pesci are there, and Bowen starts doing we got a lot of South Dakotas over there in the Philippines. He fucking went into promo mode. And he fucking raised money on this dude's dead friend.
Wow. Not shocked.
I mean,
Here, I'm gonna resume it.
Whoa, that's obviously that's all.
You know,
Well,
act like
I got a donation. And I was going to tell you all what Steak and Shake. I had not been to Steak and Shake in 7 years.
Steak and
7
Shake.
years. And the last time I was there with Cornette. When Jimmy and I were trying to patch up our differences. We were going to do...
Patch up our differences.
He was going
You
to
mean you're a fucking moron and you didn't
And then we talked, and
appreciate
I said,
that
well, I said, if
you had a
tell
connection to
Brian
Jim
Lance
Cornette?
stay out of this
Is that what
shit,
you mean?
I'll do sure. Oh, well, I didn't know that was the. I just thought you wanted me to do your show. I said, no, I'll do yours. Really, even with Brian last there? I said, yeah. I said, just tell him to shut the fuck up and let him realize who the stars are. And just tell him to stay out of the fucking show. And yeah, I'll do it.
Wow.
Oh, well, I didn't know that was. So then that's when Jimmy called me a couple days later. Did you call Brian, did you call him any names? I said, yeah. Did you call him a little bitch? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, he got over that. He said, did you call him a houseboy?
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
houseboy stuff.
As a matter of fact, I got sticky notes. I got one right here. I still got a shitload of them. These are what I take my notes on when I'm booking hotels. Yeah, it's got a
Oh my
picture of
God.
Mickey Crown and at the bottom of it says Brian Last was a houseboy. I don't know why I added it, but I did.
Actually,
Sold quite a few.
I still have some of those.
And they said he lost his mind because
Teammaker said that he might be getting laid off.
I sent Jake some of those Brian Last.
they always
the
say about
houseboy
me
drinks.
And
There's a
and we thought
mosquito
it was
in
so
my
weird.
house.
What's a houseboy?
There's a
It is
snake
a-
in my
it's a boy.
boots.
Who stays at the house while Mama works? I don't know what goes on in your house, Nicole. But that's what a houseboy is. Who lies
There,
about
you
his
got a hot
employment,
woman.
lies about where he
Take care
works,
of
what he
you.
does,
Right.
and I think his wife was a hard-working nurse, if I remember correctly.
You don't think
I could be
Bowling will
wrong.
let some chick pay his
Don't
bills?
really
Get
care
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, for real.
He wishes.
But we have a.
I long for the day when a hot chick pays my bills.
Well, I hadn't
but-
been in 7 years. And
God,
think
I
I'm gonna
hate
get
the
off
fact
real
that my
easy.
husband
I said, I want to go
goes
somewhere
to
where
work.
we don't have to go. I said, goddamn. I said, fuck. You
Well,
get
you're
the
married,
meal,
so it don't
which is
count.
expensive enough. And I just feel bad if we don't give the waiter at
Well,
least
no,
10
like,
or
I
15
mean, like,
bucks.
I would rather
for
be the
time.
one
I said, at least
making
10.
most
I
money.
said, let's just go
I'm like, I
somewhere.
don't
He said,
have
well,
money.
he said, it's
I
Steak and
make the
Shake,
money,
you order by the
but-
kiosk. He said, you know the Steak and Shake by Stony Brook? I said, Chris, I've been going there since the 70s. Me and Jimmy used to meet up there and go to the movies.
Okay,
I said, yeah, I've been
no,
going
the
to
Stony.
Steak and Shake
Okay,
since the
hold on.
70s there.
He just lied.
When's the last time
Pause
you been?
that,
I
Mark.
said 7 years ago when me and Jimmy were going to try and patch up our differences.
Okay. It's
The
paused.
Steak and Shake. We've been going there since the 70s. The Stony Brook Steak and Shake didn't exist until the 90s.
Well, you got to remember
Because there was no
this-
road. We're talking about an area that was farmland in Kentucky with a historic home on it. Now, did Steak and Shake exist? Yes, but was it where he's talking about? No.
He's probably just remembering it wrong. I'll believe his fat ass when he's talking about food.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was the world's most handsomest 600-pound man.
Right. No such thing. No such thing, by the way.
Now, Fence, can you be the world's most handsomest 600-pound lady?
I don't really feel like gaining that much weight, but I
Yeah.
appreciate the sentiment.
If you want to strive to be, you and Bowling can be king and queen. All right,
I'm gonna
sorry,
play
go
it.
ahead.
Yep, you got it.
That was the meeting ground. Well, let's go to the old Steak and Shake. So that was the place of neutrality.
The place
For
of
me and Cornette, we're
neutrality.
going to try and patch our differences up. And we thought we'd done it until
No, they would go to
Brian
the one on the outer
houseboy,
loop.
And
Actually,
Brian
there was
refused
one.
to help Jimmy do the shows that I was on
For all the
because I
rest of
called
it.
him a houseboy. Fuck him then. Don't do it. Just come see my show.
Oh,
And then Jimmy called and got on the Russo
Oh,
show.
hello there,
Russo was kind
Mr.
enough not
Bowman.
to air. So yeah, I called him a houseboy. So I go to that Steak and Shake, and I have not set foot in that place in 7 years. Me and Mark Henry used to eat there. Me and John Cena. Every top WWE star, we'd go there and eat for free.
Every
He's not lying
top
about
I didn't have
No,
a
he's not
deal
lying
with
about
them.
that.
I didn't have a trade thing with them. Unless I gave them, tickets to the shows occasionally. I'd give them WWE tickets.
Yeah.
when we got 'em. But it
All the
was
rest
no
was
set
there.
trade.
It
I
was
wasn't
like a 24-hour
I guess
restaurant.
I didn't start doing podcasting until 07. 2007.
It was better than
2008,
Waffle House.
Those were audio. There was no selling of sponsorships on the podcast back then.
They would go after
But
show.
they just took care of us. If it was me and the guys, you know, meals were free. Mark Henry, Big Show, who the fuck ever was with me, Cena, Rico. Rico had 100 meals there.
That part is
one.
true.
Deanna Kane used to eat there with me. Said I slapped 20 pounds on her there, which was wrong. It was about 8. So I haven't been in there in 7 years. So there's this
I
lady
had friends
sitting
that
in
were
the back. She's
management
got
when
two
they came in there. They let them
and
eat
she's
free.
pissed because she had to wait for her meal. They have a very limited staff. You order from the kiosk. There's no waiters, no servers.
Oh yeah, this was a great
She
story
had to
right
wait
here.
for her meal, and she's going off on management. There's
He's not
two
lying.
managers
It's all
there.
kiosk.
No,
Unless you go
listen,
through
And there's
the
not
listen,
many
you
other
don't get
people
the
working in the
fucking
store. A couple of cooks,
Listen.
a couple of managers, and that's about it. So 2 of them are back there, and they said, "Ma'am, is there anything else that we can do to help?" And I'm kind of overhearing the conversation. Is there anything else we can do to help your situation, to make your visit here better? No, just leave me the fuck alone. And I hear that and go, what the fuck? And you can picture this little bitch with her 2 fat, ugly kids. Sorry, fat. I'm meow meow.
Oompa,
And,
oompa.
Tell me about it,
So
Bolin.
the little
Who's
kid.
this guy
with
talking
head
about
bigger than
fat
mine
and
walks
ugly?
by
Like,
and going,
holy shit,
Especially
bro.
kids, dude.
"That's
Like,
your mother."
Kettle meat
So he
pot.
comes by and the manager, well, I hold my hand
Bolin
up.
just
no,
went
wait,
and
no.
appeared on a couple of
I said,
shows without
"Sir, what was that
scamming.
about?" He said, "She's upset that
He
one
could
of our
make all
employees
kinds of
went
new
on break
friends,
and she had to wait
probably.
a little extra time for her meal." I looked at him. I said, "You got to be shitting me." I said, "And you got all that fucking shit because one of your employees was on break." He said, "Yeah." I said, "You want me to
This
say
never
anything?"
happened.
And Chris is looking at me. He says, "Oh shit." And
Chris is
said,
looking at me
"That
like,
was
shit."
uncalled for." He said, "No, sir. No, it's not worth it." He said, "Just let her be."
Never
All right.
happened.
All right.
Liar,
I looked at
Bolin.
Chris, I said, "That is Karen. If you've ever wondered who Karen is, she's upset that she had to wait a few minutes for her meal. So she just insults
Nobody's going
this
to be
guy
upset.
and
Okay,
humiliates
pause that
him
shit.
in front of the
Yep.
few of us that were there."
Okay, nobody's gonna yell at somebody. Okay, because I know the steak and shake he's talking about. Unless you go through the drive-thru and somebody says, "Hello, may I take your order?" When you pull up, there's people handing your shit, your drink, your food, your burger, whatever. It's steak and shake. You know what I mean? They have a limited menu now. It's burgers, chicken fingers, chili, salad. You know, just a basic ass menu, not a deviation. You go inside, they don't have waitresses anymore like Bolin was talking about when him and Cornette used to go. They were 24 hours. They had breakfast, blah, blah, blah. You know, they had a whole big menu. They don't do that. You can't bitch at anybody because when you walk up, like he said, it's a kiosk. It's like going through U-Scan at a grocery store or whatever, right? Like Walmart, Kroger, Super Saver, whatever, JC, whatever the fuck you go to. I don't give a fuck where you go to. Meijer, whatever.
Self-check.
You go in.
Walmart.
You order on the kiosk. You can put cash in the machine. You can use a card. You can
Oh yeah,
use
they have
Apple
those.
Pay.
They have those
You
at
can just-
McDonald's now too.
Right. It's just like that. The motherfucker. There is nobody to yell at because there's only like 3 people in the back and a person in the drive-thru. There's nobody to yell at, so he's lying. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, she's over there. If you ever know Karen, no, you can't be a Karen because literally one person amongst those 3 or 4 people between the drive-thru and the cooking people, they literally bag the shit up and just sit it out there on the counter where it says to go, take away, carry out, whatever. And they don't interact with you at all. They won't interact with you. If you try to talk to any of them, they would just look the other way like they never saw you. In those stick and shakes, at least. But anyway, hit play.
Yep.
Gonzo says if he,
Because
he would screw it,
He
would
would-
screw it up in the long term, but could keep the cycle going.
Yeah,
Fries
that's
were
true.
coming, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we ordered ours, and I said, "Man, take your time." And I said, we'll get it when we get it. Don't worry." And I'm making sure she hears everything. So, and I reach out and shake his hand. And I'm putting on a show
He's
for
making
her
shit up, bro.
through him. "Sir, you're so kind. Thank you. Just hey, take your time. No big rush.
Bolt,
No,
the greatest
don't knock
guest
yourself
ever.
out.
at a
We'll get
restaurant.
our food when we
Gets
get it.
free
Thank you, so
food.
kind. Ma'am, your
Tips
name,
you.
so I get their names. And just keep conversation.
Had
Well,
instincts,
putting
yeah.
on a show for the Karen bitch in the back who's, no, just leave me the fuck alone. That was her party with, what can we do?
Now
to
hold on,
I
Barkley.
guess if
Anybody
you
who
wait
ever
for
got free food at my
meal or
restaurant
whatever,
usually doesn't dip
what
worth
can I do to
shit.
make it better? I mean, What more help can you get than that?
Well,
Imagine that.
rich people didn't get rich by sharing their money, did they?
Well, yeah,
more-
I get that, but I'm just
what
saying,
more
like,
can
you
I do
think
to make your
Boland's
vision
giving
better?
some fat tip?
You can't do anything for me. Leave me
Right.
the fuck alone. That's what we deal with today, Bob, Coltrane, and people watching the show. That's what we deal with.
That's what we deal with.
Karen. I saw Karen in person today. So I put on a show to try to show people how you treat servers and how you do. And he was overly good to us. He gave us extra stuff. He came over and gave us fucking free
This never happened.
because he couldn't believe somebody fucking treated
He
him.
gave us free milkshakes.
Unfucking real.
Yeah, hold on. There is no server inside Steak and Shake at all. It's people cooking on the grill, a guy running the fucking drive-thru with the headphones, and maybe a manager / supervisor guy who's just kind of overseeing it. And they never talk to anybody at the kiosk when you order inside. They don't have time. They don't have the manpower. There's a sign that straight up says, order at kiosk, all issues go through kiosk. Like, and it'll let you, it'll say no pickle, no, like you put Frisco melt, Take and Shake, Frisco melt, no dressing, like the sauce, whatever, the special sauce. Swiss cheese, you want add cheddar cheese, you want fucking onion, you can add bacon for $1.25. There is no, well, he saw how we were doing and he fucking comped our meal. No, there is nobody to comp your meal. Nobody interacts with anybody inside the restaurant. If you choose to eat inside, you know what happens? They sit your food on the counter and turn the other way and don't even acknowledge you. You eat it. You put your tray out there, you dump your trash maybe. If you're an asshole, you leave your trash. Then one of them will clean it up later, but they don't talk to you.
This is his whole playbook. In reality, he paid, and his kid got the food. When it was done, nothing else happened. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, it's one of those things that every time he goes out to eat, he has the greatest meal
There's always
ever.
a story, there's always a story.
He got the greatest discount. Chris was going to beat somebody up. He threatened somebody. Somebody recognized him as John Cena's manager from 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Somebody recognized this kid in Ireland from the YouTube show
Bro.
that nobody watches.
Bro, well, right.
Right here.
It's
we
just
go.
like, dude, come on.
What I heard, well, the houseboy's a little more insulting than house husband, isn't it?
Nothing wrong with being a house husband.
Houseboy's a little Coltrane. Are you
I'd
a
be
houseboy?
Oprah's husband.
Look, he just asked Coltrane if he's a houseboy. Wow.
Hello there, Mr. Boland. You know I sure is.
Yes, master. I'm a houseboy, master. Holy fuck.
You know,
man.
Boland, you know that I have my first troll over here.
Checking. Bob,
Jesus.
I wish I was.
Bob, have you been a houseboy?
I wish I had been, but
Now, me and my
See,
ex-wife,
Bob's keeping it real right
we
there.
we had a working relationship where she worked days and I stayed home and took care
Hey,
of Chris.
now there you
And I
go.
did
That would
sales
be
calls
the
at night.
interview
It
of the
worked out
century.
perfect.
Interview with
She'd get home
Boland's
4 or 5
ex-wife.
o'clock, time for me to go out, do 2 sales calls, meet down at
Dude,
the office.
an
with
interview
Mitch
with
and
Boland's
Murray.
ex-wife,
Downtown.
that would be the
You know where
interview of
it's
the century.
sell that,
And,
sell that
yeah.
cookware. Or that
Yeah.
cookware.
Depends on
Yeah,
how
so like
honest she
cookware.
is.
And so that was our relationship.
Right,
She
as
worked
long as
days.
she was
If
honest.
she married Boland, I don't
LPN.
think she's probably
and
a
an
very
X-ray
honest
tech,
person.
She's X-ray tech when I first met her. So she'd work days, and then once Chris came, I'd take care of Chris. And then at night, I'd go do sales calls.
Anybody that married
I guess
Boland can't
I
do
guess
that.
I was a houseboy.
It can't be a high priority for them if they married Boland. I mean,
And then at night, she'd take care of Chris. I'd do sales calls, and I'd get home between 10 and 11. And
It's
and
like
I took care
anybody
of
that
Chris
married
at
on the
night.
fence. They can't
Because I
be
was a
too good
night
at
owl,
first.
you know, if he was crying or wanted to watch
Right on
Rawhide
the
with me at 1:30 in the morning, you know. I'd go get him out of his crib, get Bert and Ernie.
she fell asleep.
Not the real ones, but, you know, the little toys. So,
So you didn't go get
Wow.
the real nerd.
Or she's muted.
I guess I pissed a lot of people off over the year. I was expecting at least 70. Well, I
She
wonder how
might be in
wonder
like
if he's gonna be all right.
Fortnite game
How's his
chat.
head doing? Well, he's
Yeah,
mouthy
no,
as
sorry.
ever.
I'm
He's
here. I'm just.
insulting as ever because none of us want to donate.
14
Oh,
people
yeah,
left.
what?
And it's
Hey,
over.
how did
Somebody's
you,
out buying
30
fire.
people, I was expecting 70.
How did Canada Day go, Fence?
Oh, it looks good.
Was there any leftover?
Rifle? Yeah, absolutely.
Was there leftover poutine and maple syrup?
No.
Sure, there's plenty of syrup.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
God awful bacon or ham. I mean.
Oh, God.
Fireworks and all that
Please
kind
hurry
of
up.
bullshit.
Well, I guess it is. You know what?
So, like,
I
You
guess
know,
I need
you know,
to-
Kenny, I
It
was
is
going to
for-
sacrifice my
Look at-
daughter to you, but I
he-
decided not to.
He said he fell down and like scraped his look at his elbows, bro. He wasn't bleeding anywhere.
Oh.
Tomorrow is the
Guns
third.
and shit all day.
Like I would see, like if we were doing a show on Thursday, actually the 4th of July.
Oh, as a matter
He
of
knew
fact,
how to take a
Nicole
bump.
suggested that I take tonight off and do a big 4th of July smash. I said, yeah, you really want to ghost down in here, don't you? I'm not going to say I haven't never done one because, boy, they put on a hell of a show down at the river.
Oh,
You all
Yeah,
heard
that's
how
fine.
Thunder over
Dude,
Louisville.
you take the camera outside, take the webcam out with you, and just show that.
That is,
your place and all that
apparently,
work.
Motherfucker can't walk outside and goddamn show the fireworks.
Got bit by a dog. And something with a knife.
I
I'm
got
trying
bit
to
by a
get it all
dog.
She got
described.
grabbed after.
Got my
Well,
dog.
she
got
goes
bit by a knife.
Hit that dog.
Now she owes $60
Can I
in
pet that
medical
dog?
bills.
Hit
Because
that dog.
because she went- I sent her $40 to go buy the fan whip because I didn't want her and her elderly
Oh my
family
god.
Now, hold up,
doing
hold
without
up.
a fan
Girl, what?
and that fucking hellhole
Hold
they
up.
live in.
Hold that
We
shit.
got her.
Motherfucker said the fan was $40. Motherfucker, you could order a $25 fan for fucking Walmart.
It was an industrial. Hey, at the beginning of the episode, Bob was back on the tarp shit, bro. The tarps have made a new appearance. All right, here we
Her
go.
electric turned back on. We got her water turned back on.
All I
And,
know is if
but
somebody
she
gets access
asked
to his
for an
bank
advance
records.
from her boss. She works for
Oh my
300
God.
pesos a day, not 450. So they take advantage of her too.
If someone went after Bolin the way DSP's detractors go after him, like they reversed engineered their way into his checking account and leaked all of his bank records, like Bolin would be so fucked. He'd probably kill himself, or he'd check himself into like that Brad shit. Because Bolin is an extremely mentally weak individual. If you want to,
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh my God, my trolls finally did it. They hacked my shit."
all you gotta do is look at all of the shit that he said about me. Every single thing he said about me is either something that Sands and I fed him, or he pulled right out of his ass. And now he's telling people that I got 14 DUIs or whatever. Like, I don't know how stupid he thinks
You would have
people
been in
are.
jail long before.
And
40.
you also wouldn't be able to get a license or insurance or anything.
Well, no, you would never have license or anything.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget that we had a restraining order on this guy, and this guy has 15 felonies.
And we sent Interpol to visit Harry in fucking London. Like, what? My
Right,
CIA
yeah.
contacts. Your CIA contacts in your head? I have voices in my head. Fucking 21 pricks.
Don't you feel sorry for me? Please don't you murder me.
Fuck 21 pricks.
Gelati.
Told you, laddie. It was Pesci the whole time.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm trying to convince Jake, because you remember Stephen P. New messaged Jake, right? He said that he only needs one person who's donated to Bolin's fraud to come forward as a plaintiff in a class action. I said, Jake, did you ever give Bolin any money? He's like, I gave him a few bucks, nothing fancy. I was like, Steve P. New says he just needed someone that donated to anything. Why don't you come forward as the plaintiff?
Well, Jimmy Thunder said he'll be in 5 minutes.
All right, here we go. I'm
They make
resuming.
her work 10, 12 hours a day. I said, well, here. I said, this is several days' pay. Go get you the fan.
Go
You
get
know,
you
I
the
don't
fan.
want your mom and dad who are older than me and living in
several
112 degree
days
heat every
pay.
day.
Holy moly.
You know, go get you the fan.
You know
Go
what
get
the best
fan,
thing
gets bit
anybody
by a
can do,
dog.
though, honestly,
And she showed me her hand.
is to
Got
play
fucked
his
up
own
pretty good.
videos, shorten it
$60
down like
that
the
own the
clips
dog over
of like
for her
we're raising this much money for these
Bob, you
people
don't
and
know how
this
the
and that,
Philippines works.
Right.
and just
That'll
play
teach you to put your
the
hand in my
every
dog's
show where
mouth.
he says what it's
That'll
for,
teach
with
you to
the
put
goal,
your hand
the
in my
money,
dog's mouth. You were
and just be
playing.
like, no, wait a minute, you just said
How dare you poison my dog with your sweaty skin?
that.
Yes,
Honestly,
yes, my
you
dog,
what
my
do they
dog
say?
now needs
At some
Use their
point-
own words
Speaking of
against
life in
them.
the Philippines, Kenny, I
At
just
some point
wanted
in
to
this
share a
episode,
little
he's
deal
going to
that
say something like,
shared
Before
with
you
me.
before
Bob and I have bought multiple homes in the Philippines this week. You'll see.
Before you do, I have we got the $30 from Jazzy Jana from Louisiana. Good Chris is watching the show here. So Steak and Shake, and I'm going to have y'all guess. I got a triple combo, triple burger, which I have not had in 7 years, and I love those fucking things.
Oh, I'm sure.
For those, have you all had Steak and Shake before I go any further?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, Steak and Shake is the
Been a
fucking just in the South.
Frisco
You're in the
Bell's
wrestling
only.
business. Me and Jimmy got everybody to fucking go to Steak and Shake. One
Me
of
and
Jimmy's
Jimmy.
favorite places.
No, he's not lying
Maybe
about that.
the favorite.
The Waffle House and Burger.
Even over
Steak and
Wendy's,
Shake
Jimmy
will
would always
grow.
pick Steak and Shake. So I get a triple burger combo.
He said I bought
Steak
2
burger,
houses
fries,
this
and
week.
Coke.
Yeah.
Christopher got
Frisco
the,
milk cheeseburger or Frisco milk
what do you call it? A double
strawberry.
Frisco milk, which is a little
Yep,
cheaper than
see?
mine.
That's what I got.
How
with.
much for mine and Christopher's 2 burger combos at Steak and Shake?
$25.
You motherfucker! Did I send you the receipt?
No.
It was 27 and change.
Yeah, I was gonna say 25.
27 and change for the double Frisco milk combo and my combo, and then he was kind enough to throw in a couple of free.
Well, he said double Frisco. That's why I think I just get the
Now
regular.
the good thing is that I brought 3/4 of mine home. It's so fucking big.
Yeah, right,
But I
Bolin.
brought
Here we go.
3/4
Here
of
we
my
go.
burger,
Oh yeah.
which I have not eaten yet. It's in the microwave.
That's how you got the
And
600
about half my
pounds.
cheese.
Not
Seriously,
eating.
fuck my ass, dude.
So I'm getting a couple meals out of it.
Are you playing Reload
So
Fence?
Chris says,
couple
No,
meals.
here's $45.
I'm trying to get that
for
stupid
Jack in the
Magneto
Box
quest
or
done
whatever
because
you
the-
do.
yeah.
I haven't done
Battle
any of
Royale
this.
Keep us on the air, though.
has
I'm gonna
the
take the
Magneto
L on
quest.
that one.
Not keep us on the air.
OP as fuck, dude.
Oh, you're a hardcore son of a bitch.
What?
Especially
No,
Magneto.
actually,
Nitro.
as much as I would love to keep some Jack in the Box money tonight,
Is it Jack in the Box
between
money?
what
Did you hear
Good
that?
Chris has sent and Jazzy Jana, because we only have 3 donations. Good Chris has sent 45, Jazzy Jana sent 30, and $5 from Nicole. So 47. What have we got? 80? So we have right about enough money
What
to
were you
fix
talking
that
about,
room
Vince?
for.
That the Magneto power.
Her name is
incarnate,
Nicole as well. Her name is
It's
also
really
Nicole.
overpowered and strong,
And,
especially when you pair it with
as much as I'd
nitro.
love to
I
reimburse
just wanna
myself
say,
$27
Have
after
you
my
seen
doctor
my
visit.
Nitro?
Oh, remind me
I
to
got
tell you the
special
Volvo
nitro
story.
powers.
I just called Amazon. I was 7 days out of my return
Good,
window.
good.
I got me a new remote.
You know, I just want to say.
Oh, here, listen to
Yeah.
this. Listen to this story, Schmidt.
All right, you motherfuckers.
What's the
You're
story?
just
Hold on.
goddamn good at the prices right, and then we'll get into what you want to talk about, Bob. I took that to Volvo today. They gave me a price quote over
His
the
key
phone.
fob.
That didn't hold up.
His key fob.
So
You had to get
I
his
called
key
one
fob
locksmith.
replaced.
He says, "Yeah, Kenny, I can program a remote for you for $25. That's motherfucking great. How'd I get with you? What year's your Volvo? 04. Oh, we can only do 06 and up. Well,
Liar.
You need to go to Volvo. Okay.
I'm surprised they even have it.
Well, they're outrageously expensive for every fucking thing. So I called Volvo, and I said, and I get the lady on the phone, and I said, how much to cut a key? Because there's a key in there too.
$200.
I didn't know until yesterday there was a key in there, but if you push this little button,
Yeah.
I got to return.
Got the same
Push
thing.
that little button. There it is. There's
We
your
can put this
key.
here.
It's either a knife or a key.
Listen.
Well, this is first one I've ever had like that, but mine does not work because I have this identical remote, an identical key, but it wasn't working.
Range
key
Rover
works,
takes
but the remote
it.
didn't. So I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. Now I can just push a button, unlock my doors, unlock the trunk, because you cannot
click.
unlock the trunk unless you use the key because my remote didn't work. And there's no button inside the car to unlock it.
Yeah, Vince, go
You
make
can
his
unlock
remote
the gas
work.
tank.
No,
Can't
I
unlock
don't
the
want to
button.
go.
You know, I don't think there's a thing inside my car now.
Power of the Pootie
Wow,
tank or
well,
whatever they
There's
call
the remote.
and yours is a lot newer than an 04 Porsche.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
they
think-
quoted me. They quoted
Too
me.
much relying on
LA
that.
mode, stupid.
Oh,
They quoted me
man.
$29.
Right, Gonzo?
And the program
Later.
And from some of the things I'd heard on the internet, that actually wasn't too bad.
You leaving, Vince?
I said, all right.
No.
You know,
No.
that way when I resell the car, I'll have 2 remotes. 2 keys.
Hello?
Here's the thing, you know.
Vince, is that you?
That'll help resell
Are
the
you
car.
okay,
Christopher can
darling?
access in case for any reason. And I've warned him. And after falling down the sidewalk the other day, I've warned him.
Here's the
One of
thing.
these
Can you
days I'm gonna
message
wake up.
me? You know,
And
I
you're
need
gonna
a
get in here
private
and take care of
message
the
for
dogs.
bed.
You hate waking up dead, but you know, one of these days it's going to happen. You need to have a key to my car, to the house.
I need a special,
get the
you
dog
know,
somewhere.
sleep time
Hope you haven't eaten me
message.
yet, shit like that. But if you haven't heard from him, and I've had this talk with him. Too many friends of mine younger than me are waking up dead. So
Waking up dead.
it's
Yeah.
going to happen one day.
That's how I
It
know.
happens. All of us.
Bye.
Look who's here, Pam Ortiz. How you doing, Pam?
Look at he's
Oh,
about to say, hey,
God.
Bowen's about to tell this chick that he
The
wants to
beautiful
fuck
Pam
her.
Ortiz. I
Watch.
thought her and I would be
Oh, there we
sexually
go.
involved by now. But it
Sexually
hasn't yet.
involved by now. Holy
Well, at least
shit,
she's-
I
man.
mean,
At
after
least
nearly
she's
9
a
hours
lady.
today, I'm just going to start
What?
pursuing some of my dream
So
girls.
let me just say this real quick.
I'm
Donald Trump gets in trouble for saying that you can walk up and grab a woman by the pussy, but this guy can tell some chick who just comes into his chat. The first thing he says
I've
is,
done that a time or two.
the first thing he says is, "I'm surprised we haven't been sexually involved yet." Like,
Yeah.
you fucking weirdo.
Well, what about that? Yeah. What about those daughters of yours?
Bowen is a rapist.
I'm surprised that she didn't fly all the way down.
Barkley, I mean, Barkley, what about those
Just to
daughters?
be my
of yours?
nurse.
What's that 19-year-old doing? What about the boyfriend? I don't like.
That's Coltrane, not me.
So,
I'll be back.
Where was
later.
that, Bob?
Okay, Vince.
You were getting
Later.
Sorry.
So we go to Volvo. After
Here's
we go to
the
the
thing, you
doctor,
know.
it's right over there next door. Well, this would be a great chance to go get the fucking thing done.
All right.
They set me up.
What about those daughters you have there,
You must have smelled Jake coming.
Walk in there and I
Is
said,
that a 19-year-old daughter you have
that's
out there? The
aftermarket.
boyfriend?
I
I
said,
don't like.
oh, we thought you had a Volvo remote. No, never told the lady I had a Volvo remote. I
Well, you know.
Have you seen this Volvo,
Oh, you
Schmidt?
must have called the call center.
Is he intimidated
I
by
dialed
me?
this number. Oh, it must have sent you to the call center. I said,
Have you
well, I
seen the
dialed this
Volvo?
number. And the
No.
lady put me on hold, and I had her
I
verify
know.
the price. Well, you need to get on down here, Pam.
I didn't know an 04 Volvo had a
Physical
key,
and mental.
key,
I need all
Oscar,
that.
Whatever.
And
Key fob.
oh well, no, we can't do that remote for 129.
But
I
that
said,
was
even though that's what you
before
quoted me on the phone, and we drove all the way over here because I didn't tell him I'd been to the doctor anyway.
But he's dropping
I
a
said,
head
"You're not
and
gonna honor the
Bob will say,
price."
oh,
All
maybe
right.
I'll pay for it.
Well,
for
I'm
you.
here. You got the remote, and this costs $58 on Amazon. So you got the programming. So I was still going to run me close to $200 to get the remote and to buy the remote. It's
Yeah,
still going to be about
it's $200 to get a key
$149.
fob program. For real.
Do you want to guess what they told me it was going to cost to cut the key
Oh, I
and
know.
program that
Fine.
remote?
Dealership
I'll find the
prices.
misery.
Yeah.
All the money that Coltrane
Okay.
donated
This
from
is
his
325.
gambling or something, it's like thousands or
325.
something.
We'll place
I'll see if I
the
can find the
price
message.
Well, if you go through a fucking locksmith, they'll do it for $200.
Higher,
$425.
higher.
Oh, yeah, because
$565.
What was
because
that last
Bowen's
his
saying
key
500.
fob co-
He's
slightly
just saying that
lower.
because he's hoping Bob will fucking pay for it. For him,
550.
you know.
$550.
God damn.
Oh,
And they
he's
said,
gone.
well, Mr.
Oh,
Bowen,
he's
you
back.
probably should go
Yeah,
ahead and
his
get it
key
done.
his
I mean,
key
that way
fob
you guys
costs
can-
more than anybody else's
You know,
hardly.
What would
That
it
is
cost to buy a Volvo?
No, bro, like $250
already
is like the
programmed.
most you're gonna pay.
That
You
is
can
my-
pay.
oh, no,
What is that,
no, they
Papa
gave me
Lock
that
or
option
whatever?
too,
Like
to
one of
buy
those
a
type,
program
national
phone, and it
corps.
was right
They'll
about
show
the
up
same.
and
Right about the
program
same.
your
Leaning
your
on my-
key fob that
That's
don't
what I'll
work,
tell
or they'll
what,
give
guys,
you another
I'm
one
on
for like
permanent
$250.
disability. And it was all I could do. to
And
try
that's
to
Christopher
help
is
that's
that
like
money
dealership
from
prices.
programs
Dealership
for
might
us,
even
'cause
be a
when I
little
ordered it,
cheaper.
I thought I could go to my car.
But then he
punch a few
no,
buttons like I did with my
$500.
Lincoln,
No, they ain't
and
charging
you turn the key
500,
4
bro.
times and the remote works.
They wouldn't
Did
be
it
in
with my
business
Lincoln,
if they
did it with
did,
my Cadillac.
because nobody would
Never a
use it.
problem. You got a fucking $30 remote. Turn
You
the fucking
see that
four
Volvo
times,
keyring?
Turn on your left turn signal.
I didn't know this.
Put the
Gonzo
car in
says
reverse,
some are
hit
expensive
your
as
brake
fuck.
lights, and the fucking remote works.
Well, yeah,
It's
I know
like
that they're
every
expensive,
car
but
has.
in general,
Not
key
this
fobs are
motherfucker.
like $250,
$550.
maybe
They were
$3,
appalled that I said,
everything
"You know
included.
what?"
But still,
You know,
they're not
so
going to
she
be
went out to the car,
$500,
and
$600
she
for a
found out why my
20-year-old
turn
car.
remote
Come
wasn't
on,
working. Do you know why, Bob?
it's not. Unless it was a Maserati or a Lamborghini or something. Yeah.
Remote.
Oh no, it was turned on. Apparently, there's a
You're
button
right.
in my car that I didn't know anything about, called the valet button. None of my
Isn't
other
it
cars
funny
have
how
ever had a
like how the
valet
dude
button.
who's like, oh my
Especially
god, I'm
not
on
in
rental
reach, right next to the
assistance and
cigarette
blah
light.
blah blah, has
So she's,
fucking
oh, here's the problem. His valet button's
Volvos,
on. It deactivates many of the
Infinities,
functions
giant
on the road. You can unlock
Cadillacs,
the
and this
door,
and that and the other.
but you
Like
couldn't
when he's
unlock the
working for
front. You couldn't
OVW,
unlock
that's
the back
different. You're
doors.
making a good
You know what? That's
payday.
kind of a good function, though. Now
It's like, bro, you ain't
Well,
driving
these
no
days,
real
with
luxury
these
car.
valet-
You're
with
driving
these
an
valet
old
drivers,
used car
yeah.
just like anybody else.
It's a good function, just one I've never needed.
You know,
Do
just
I
a
look
regular
like the
shit.
kind
But
of guy
I've
that
never
pays
heard
valet
of it.
parking?
It's kind of a cool.
Now, if it's free valet parking, down at the hospital, I've gone along with that program.
Yeah, did you?
So, Pam, when you say soon, you gonna be here tonight?
He
How much
said,
is your plane ticket?
be here tonight. What the
Part of
fuck?
Canada.
And
He's
if
a
I bought you
weirdo,
one of
man.
those cute little white tennis skirts, would you wear that? Because I'm about to retire from this fucking show anyway. I'm just. Oh, and now.
I'm gonna retire from
allow-
this
can I
show.
get
What
political
the
for a
fuck?
second? Now that the Supreme Court has given the president total immunity, total absolute immunity, do whatever the fuck he wants, Joe Biden needs to take SEAL Team 6, seize Mar-a-Lago, turn it into a federal prison. Stick Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, who's a sexual predator anyway. Marjorie
This guy
Taylor
is
Greene,
talking
who's
about
mentally
sexual
fucking ill.
predators.
Donald Trump, who's already a convicted felon, he needs a jail cell anyway. Send SEAL Team 6, because the Supreme Court, if you're a president, if you're a president and it's a presidential act, you can't be charged for it. So he just needs to go fucking rogue. Then pardon him and Hunter, so Congress can have something to do and not focus on them. Fuck you guys. I'm 81 years old. I ain't doing this shit. I just did you a favor. Oh, and he can overturn the Supreme Court. He can sign an executive order because he is the president.
People are
he
saying
can now overrule
Biden is
the Supreme
resigning
Court.
next week, Schmidt.
And apparently there's a
Well, I just saw on the news that he said he's not.
that is
He
filing
wants to
some
stand, but
injunction.
they're
I
trying to
haven't
get
seen
him
any
out.
of the
But
news
he
stations
wants to
covered
stay.
it, but Occupy Democrats on Twitter today was talking about it. That some Democratic congressman has filed a thing
Hello,
to
yeah.
overturn what the Supreme Court did. Because
See, this is how
Congress,
stupid Bolin
if you get
is.
enough of them to go
He
along
just
with
said
it,
some
apparently
Democratic congressman
control,
filed something to overturn the Supreme
talks about
Court.
the debate. It was a-
He doesn't even realize what he's talking about. AOC pulled another publicity stunt where she filed articles of impeachment against some of the justices. Bolin doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, man.
a disaster. No
A
fucking.
fucking smart
You
news
know, I've said all
moron.
along, both these motherfuckers are way
Biden's
too goddamn
staying.
old. And
Yeah,
I'm
he
too
wants
old.
to.
Biden
Me and
wants to
Scaramucci
stay, but
are
they're
both
trying to
too
get him
old.
out.
But me and Scaramucci could talk fucking light years.
You're over us. Me and Scaramucci could talk light years.
could talk light years.
And I know you're
Oh my
semi-
god, this guy's for real,
joking
man.
there, but it's amazing
Can you hear me?
over the
Yeah.
last day.
What?
Oh yeah,
Twitter,
audio
the
issues.
number of
Boy, the Marine
Third
Layer
world,
is
you
in
know,
San Francisco.
third
man.
world internet.
who have
Third world
cried
internet.
that Donald Trump is
Who's
fascist
live on the internet?
are now
Barclay
calling
is
on Joe Biden to be exactly what they
Told
are
you, laddie.
afraid Donald Trump is
on
going to be.
YouTube.
Yeah. Well,
It was signed.
let me. You mind if I refer to the Bible? I always heard it said, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto
He lied
you."
about
But there was
giving
an extra
JJ
part of
money.
that Bible that the Risings always quoted me. But do unto them first.
JJ never asked for money. Like, oh, I
Do
have
unto
to
others
charge
as you would have them
difference,
do
or
unto you, but do unto them
what I'm
first.
talking about.
That was the Rising verse
Anybody
of the
can
Bible.
send me,
Unless there's
can
a
cash
medical
out, blah, blah,
event
blah.
like a
I'm so
stroke
poor,
or
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
no.
have food for my kid or
No,
whatever.
because he has to be the one to drop out. They're his delegates.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I've got all the receipts, but then he
Wife is
still
all
blocked me.
in.
So like, you
Hunter's
could have
all
just said,
in.
hey,
I don't
fucking.
know why it matters.
Well, those could be
They-
fake.
I
know a good
So,
majority of the
you know,
staff
fakers
are
I-
in
are-
their 40s and 50s. So I mean,
Yeah, I done my
Fall
dash.
into
I guess
good
I
hands
was
or
just
something.
Well,
stirring
and
him
then-
up too
and
much,
then
and he couldn't
other
handle it
people point
anymore.
out,
Like, you know,
Franklin Delano
He
he didn't like.
Roosevelt
He didn't like talking
Boy.
about.
is basically in a wheelchair.
3.5.
Why is James Shine making all these cameos
Didn't
like
stop
that?
him from doing shit.
Oh,
last
Jeff.
half of Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, he thinks
is
I've
the
got some
laddie.
ulterior motive
The
doing
wife
it, but I'm only
basically-
doing
Now,
it
he
because
was the
you know
one that didn't want anybody
it's
to know he
Jake,
was
and you
in a
know it makes him
wheelchair, right? Was
happy,
that
and you know
He
he
does
thinks I've
love
got some
the
sort of ulterior motive.
Yeah.
There was one of them that didn't want
Jake
anybody-
does
he
love
didn't
the
want-
cameo.
he didn't want the public.
Well, that was Franklin.
Okay,
Because that was on the radio
cameos. Jake loves the
Fucking
cameos,
Roosevelt.
no
He had
matter who
polio
says
with
it.
a child. Right? So
He thought that goat guy was DJ Eric.
paralyzed, and he could walk some with like
And goddamn,
would
you
prop
know,
him up
he
for
lives in his
speeches.
daddy's basement.
Yeah, that's
He had
what
3
it was,
people
yeah.
go by his house from OVW.
So,
People live out there.
But
and
they
No,
say
you're,
people
but
stay
you're
away.
right.
They gave him the
We've
weekend
now
to
gotten
we,
to the
we,
point.
we knew.
We now gotten to the point.
We
We
knew,
know what
Bob.
Trump's going to do.
We know what
If
Trump's going
Trump
to do.
gets in, and I have to admit, it's a shot. There's more racists. More racists in this country than I thought there were. There's more homophobes.
No,
in
they're
this country
Some old-
than I thought there were.
some old
they're gonna
lady
let
from
And
New
there's
Kamala
more
Zealand was
run
people that don't
with
give a
somebody
give a shit that he raped a woman.
some
that he
old lady
settled
from
down
New
court
Zealand
with
was at
12
Newport
children.
Beach and she
And
was
he's got
she was
12 more
robbed,
sexual assault
and then they
trials
run over
coming.
her twice.
So even if they do throw all these other things out,
Some
it will
70-something
rush the
year old
12
lady.
other sexual
Yeah.
assault trials
at
to
Newport
go
Beach.
ahead and take
Yeah,
force because they're
Down
on
here?
hold waiting for all these other trials. to
yeah,
go away.
Newport Beach.
But no, it was an absolute.
She was at Newport
embarrassment
Beach.
to
They robbed
see,
her, then they
embarrassment, no
ran
doubt.
over her twice. I don't need to.
And no, nobody that gets lost that easily.
Yeah, they're
I
blooming.
mean, I would like to think that if I were standing out there on the stage with Trump with no preparation whatsoever, and he was over prepped. He had too many numbers running through his fucking head, and he was not equipped to handle
Oh, he's
all the information
excusing
they gave
Biden's
him. It was
performance in the
obvious
debate right
what
now.
had been done. And at 81, with a bad cold or whatever he had, I mean, I've seen how you all act with a bad cold. I've seen how I've acted when I've had one. My
80
brother,
years
he's
old,
got the
motherfuckers
blue
like,
fungus and all.
it's
We're
like
not
Reagan.
the same fucking people. We're not
80
equipped to
years
go out
old.
on
Look
stage
at
and
here.
debate anybody
Anyway.
who doesn't have a cold and isn't going through the shit that we're going through. I wouldn't want to, but no, it was an embarrassment. And they say, well, it's ageist. Well, I'm sorry. This fucking world is ageist. Ron Thurman was in, what, 93 when he left?
He was
91?
Well, I mean, you look at the
I think Strom owned slaves. He was fucking old.
yeah. I mean, you look at the guy.
You have to be
Jesus.
black.
Good night, Cole.
He owned
you
slaves
look
sold.
at, who's the guy from Iowa that's the Republican?
Grassley.
Coming into San Jose here.
Grassley's got to be 150, right?
Well, night
Shut
night, Pasta.
In
You're
the-
normally here
in
with
the
me all night.
MD-11
You're
Schmidt,
normally
this is a
doing
brand new
this to stay
plane.
longer.
Dragon.
Pasta,
I mean,
Just came out
Pasta,
yesterday.
what do you give a shit? You told me your situation today. Fuck them.
yeah,
Show up
75.
drunk. Show
Yeah,
up drunk.
July's been a
Honestly,
great
if
month
they
for
just said, look,
flight
you know
sim
what, we make
releases.
pilots
Tell you
retire
that. We got a
65.
777 from
You have
TMDG
politicians 10 more
and
years
this plane
than
in
that.
the same month.
75, and
I wouldn't
you
give him that
are
one.
out. Now,
I tell you what, Christopher's on the other end of the
are
spectrum. He's just
fucked.
no. What is the average age of the country? And
Thurman
I
was
think
a senator until he died at 100 years old.
oh my God. Yeah, I think Christopher has said 50's old enough. That at least you're half 100.
He's 60. You still got your shit together, you know.
Not always. Not
There shouldn't
always.
be a
Not
minimum
always, but a lot of
I
people.
know at age 64, I think I'm reasonably sharp, but I know where I was. I went back and watched my old promos in my 30s, and I don't think I'm too bad now. I was real good in my 30s. So apparently that was when I was my sharpest. I was too fucking young to know what I was doing in my early 20s. Y'all have seen my Nick Goulas interview. I think the Nick Goulas interview from what I did on OVW TV
That
in
interview
2001
sucked,
through
Bowman.
2012.
Just so
Those
you
are
know.
different level fucking promos and interviews because you're mentally and verbally skilled to do it. Well, being the president, you have to have mental and verbal skills. He did not have either of those during that debate. But some people say, well, if he steps down, now we're scrambling. We're going to be mixed. It's a slap in Kamala's face if you don't pick her. If you pick, so what I say, this was my solution. Biden's got to step down. He's going to be 80 fucking 6. And if he had a cold and it fucked him up that bad, what's he going to do with the next cold? What's he going to do if he gets COVID? You know, what's the next fucking disease going to do to him? And he's 80 fucking 6.
That Bernie's fun.
You don't want to invite Grandpa to dinner at 86 for the most part. Because God knows what he's going to fucking say or do at 80 fucking 6 or 85, however old he'd be. So my solution was, I think the two best, Kamala for her experience, she's had 4 years of on-the-job training, and I like her, and she handles herself well on camera. There's some people that don't. Well, she was tough on blacks. She was tough on black crime. Okay, be tough on crime, period.
You there, Schmidt?
Be tough on crime, period, regardless of the color.
Yeah, here.
You
But they
listening?
thought she was too tough on black people, being a black person. Well,
Too tough
if
on
I'm
black
a white
people.
guy, I can't go easy on the white people. I got to
Well,
be just as fucking hard on them as I am anyone
And
else.
one of the things that
That's
people
what the other
accuse
ones do.
Democrats of being soft on crime. Well, except for Kamala, she's hard on crime.
Yeah,
That's
she's
a
too
bad
hard.
thing.
She was too hard on the black. Oh, and then the other
Yeah,
one that
she was
burned me the
smoking
fuck
weed
up,
while
and I
locking
got madder
motherfuckers
about
up
it
for
than
it.
me and Taraji P. Henson, who was fucking furious about it. And then I've been seeing some shit on TikTok. When
Project
Trump stood up
2025.
there, when Trump stood up there and said the migrants are coming over and they're taking the blacks' jobs, they're taking black jobs.
Well, they are.
What
Yeah.
jobs are those?
All the poor
Coltrane?
jobs that the black people get.
Yeah, what jobs are we talking about? Trying to said it
And
many
poor white
times.
people too.
Yeah.
They're taking the black jobs. Oh my god. Oh what? So the migrants aren't taking any
Migrants
white
should
jobs.
you're a fucking idiot.
And I got madder about it than most black people did. And
Oh
that's
my
a
God.
I'm not opposed to them.
We ain't
He
seen
got more
but-
angry than
well,
most black people did.
gotta have
What does that tell you about your anger then, brother?
Taraji,
You're getting
you
more
can't see that
offended.
way. Yes. Taraji cut a promo, and I think I sent it to you. Taraji cut a fucking promo during Black Entertainment Awards and got a few people riled up and got them to fucking say, yeah, fuck, you know, what is a black job? Oh, a job us white people are too qualified to take.
No, it's called they're
Gender
stealing the
identified.
jobs
And me
that
and
they
me
would
and
pay
T-Maker had a
people
little
better
comment about it. I
wages
don't know if T-Maker's still
because
here
they'll
or
do it
not.
for cheaper.
But me and T-Maker had a little, and
The oldest trick in the
but my
book.
God, no, he doesn't say much, does he? So let me see if any.
Nor does anybody else. I mean,
Yeah.
Jazzy Janice gave us $30 and hasn't even said a word.
Well, Zach Bonifer did 11-11, so that gets us to what, 90?
You don't need
Thank
you don't need to tell Barclay about that. He knows all about that.
TikTok.
Right. He's got
I don't
immigrants doing
understand
those fucking
Oh,
golf
he
course
just loves
jobs.
exploiting people and then
I don't
been
know.
bragging about it.
Underpaid illegals
Chocodella.
doing golf
Chocodella.
course work.
Explain
Oh, he
yourself.
pays them in
Maybe
lemons.
4th of July weekend, but you think some people
Yeah,
would
that's
care
what
enough
I'm-
about
that's what I'm
me?
in a
He
good
gives them a
mood.
bag of
God,
lemons.
Well, you know, there's literally people that cross state lines.
Showed myself.
He said, "You think 4th of July weekend people would care about how I'm doing?"
Everybody in
But
Nebraska goes down to Missouri to get their shit.
He's milked that cow dry.
Yeah, and but no, then
There
the
ain't nothing
Supreme Court
left.
ruling just blew me away.
Me too.
That just blew me away.
Who's the
I
friends
didn't
there?
think that they would be that blatant to try to give him a pathway to do whatever the fuck he wants, and they're just and this is a ruling from one guy.
Surely Coltrane's
They don't
wife
want this
must
to apply
think
to Bill
Jesus,
Clinton or Joe Biden.
Something's
don't
not right
realize
here.
how
How old is that
Biden
oldest daughter?
the tools
19
to do
now?
whatever the fuck he wants. I don't because they think he's too
Yeah,
decent of a guy to
shit.
do it. And he said I'm too decent to do it. He
You
come out
don't
and
have
said
to be that super
No, you
smart
I'm
to
not going
like
to do this
Well,
shit.
and-
Well,
join
better
the
do-
dots together and work out.
And let me just, and I'm not arguing this. Let me play devil's advocate for a second.
All right.
So they said that what the
Bob
Bob
Senate
always
does
trying to like
in
rationalize
his
it.
think Levi
official
Stadium
duties
is
as
right here.
outlined in the Constitution.
About
is
to fly over the
absolute-
Niners Stadium
That's like
shit.
declaring, or not even declaring war, head of the army or head of the military.
Right.
The giving pardons, the things that are explicitly stated. in
That
the
shit needs to go away too.
Well, but,
There needs to be a panel to be given pardon. No one man should determine who's getting the pardon.
explicitly stated duties in the Constitution.
2,500.
Absolute immunity. There's presumed immunity for things that are his.
Yeah, that's
now,
fucked
that
up
doesn't
shit.
mean that he's immune for it, but that would mean that the courts have got to prove
Yeah, I thought more people would
beyond
only
the
have
shadow.
4th
Now,
of July
the bad thing
weekend
about
over here.
pardons, because pardons are explicitly a presidential duty, and he has absolute immunity for that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000 for a pardon for a misdemeanor. $10,000.
He's already done that. He's already done that.
Oh, I
He
know,
took
but
bribes.
that-
He took,
it's legal.
he took bribes
It's
for
legal.
pardons last time, and
Yeah,
people
it's
have admitted
illegal,
it.
but,
And now
so-
he wants to basically have Liz Cheney executed for treason.
On
Because
TV.
He wants to have Liz
and,
Cheney
and,
executed.
the other-
Ah!
Ken-
Oh,
Ken-
comment of the night.
And he also wanted the general that ratted him out for saying that they're
yeah.
suckers and losers. He wants him executed too.
Executed.
treason.
For
the-
treason.
The presumed immunity for
That's
official
wild, Bowen.
duties that
Where'd you
aren't
get that from, brother?
specifically spelled out. I mean, you could say, okay, well, presumed immunity.
You wanted
doesn't mean
DeSantis
has immunity,
executed
it just
as
means
well.
that they've got to prove beyond.
Or put in
shadow
jail
of
or
doubt
something.
that, you know,
Oh, they're
whatever.
trying to
And
say
then
Anyways,
January,
it's
they
insane.
say January 6th gives him presumed immunity because it was an act while he was in office.
Well, so they say
And we
that.
saw what, but they say even acts of when he's trying
Yeah.
to fight to stay
Isn't that
in
crazy,
power,
Gonzo?
if he does something illegal
if-
while he's in
well,
office, They're trying to say that that's immunity.
Well,
I mean,
some of the
read me the judges, the Democratic judge, Ciara Mayar, whatever her name is. Read, if you can find it, read her dissenting opinion. Have you read it?
Oh, I did read that.
That's what happens when you
So
surround
my
yourself
Because
with
that,
yes
that
men,
tells you how she interprets it.
People that
The fucking judges.
one of Trump's
people that
lawyers
agree
said
with
the
everything he
fake election
says,
scheme was an official White House
and anyone
thing.
that fucking
think-
Well,
disagrees
now
is
he's
just
trying
blocked.
to say.
So.
Now he's trying to back because even they have called them fake electors. Now today he was being pressed on it, and he's calling. Oh, you mean the alternative? No, you called them fake yourself. You called them fake, and you even said that this was not a political. This was not a political act. And now,
And the guy that posted that lunch lady thing on Renee Dupree's show, he's like a moderator over there.
And it was one of the girls on CNN.
I'm going to pause this for a second because I'm landing, just in case I want to clip this. Go ahead.
Yeah, a guy called Rex, someone Rex. Rex is his first name, so he's the one that, he's like a moderator at Renee's show. Like, it wasn't one of the usual, usual ones.
Losing frames over here.
Your last stream did alright.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's 100 views in 7 hours.
Well, this plane just came out, so it's probably a lot of people wanting to see the plane and what the avionics look like. And there's a huge sim community on YouTube.
There is?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Minimum 200.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
50. 40.
Sink rate.
30.
Glide
20,
slope.
10.
Bad Chris is asleep. Barclay.
Did he pass out?
Yeah, Bad Chris is asleep.
You asleep, Schmidt?
He's up.
Alright, I'm gonna hop out of here so I can get some music going.
Yeah, me too. Catch you later. Take
All
care,
right,
Ben.
later, brother. Welcome to San Jose, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna park right here. Boy, look at those graphics. What's going on with that, man? See that shit around the vertical stabilizer and around the fuselage? What is up with that, G? TFDI. That's unacceptable. I'm afraid. That is unacceptable, my brother. Get some lights in here. Here, I'll open all the doors so y'all can see. Multiple doors here. Anyway, we're going to LA next, so let me get a flight plan for that. Let's see here. New flight. SJC to LAX. Yeah, well, we can do LAX. All right, let's generate that flight. We should just get right back in the air, I think. Let's do this here. Ready to start. Let's turn that on. What we need to do is... Whoa, bro. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna take my time then, brother. If you can't help me, I'm gonna take my bloody time. We'll just see what happens. Don't try this at home, kids. I notice how far back the nose wheel is on this plane. Look, it's like well behind the flight deck. And you know what else I noticed? Look at the third. Actually, I've been watching real life videos of pilots landing these MD-11s, and it seems like it's pretty normal for them to land heavier than usual. Like, I think a lot of these guys are landing MD-11s at like minus 500. I'm going to get myself down to the threshold of the runway, and then I'll get my FMC programmed, and we'll get up in the air. Yeah, those pixels are really pissing me off. That's kind of nuts. Low-key unacceptable. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. No, we're gonna need that still. Okay. Let's get down here to the FMC. We're gonna cruise at 370. And we're going to be Lufthansa 175. Left. To Techie 4. And Valerie transition. eBay on here. Let's insert that. There's eBay right there. LAX, we're coming in on 24 right. ILS 24 right. From Ermin 2. And Burgle. Burgle's there, Burgle transition. Just insert that. Get rid of that vector and that discontinuity. Let's go get our weight and balance. Okay. $135, 156. Where's our flex? 59? Yeah, 59. Oh, here we go. That's what I was forgetting. Okay. I think we are ready. Oh, you know what? We're not. I forgot to set my stabilizer. 5 then. 5.5. .5 and 25 on the dial flap. All right. We're ready for takeoff. Here we go, Gonzo. On the roll. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. V1. And rotate. Mighty crosswind, huh? Gears going up. We'll just hand fly this for a little bit. Plenty of them, Gonzo. All kinds of planes in this. You gotta remember, it's not really a game. It is a simulator, you know. Everything's study level. Everything's gonna function as it would, as they hope it would in real life, you know. Bro, why are we in such an aggressive climb? That is crazy. Thank you, Bert. On our way to Los Angeles. We've just departed from San Jose International.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
TCAS. Fly the fighter jets. Yeah, I've never really tried Gonzo, to be honest with you. They got like Top Gun missions and shit you can do. Landing on aircraft carriers, stuff like that, you know? I love the airliners, brother, you know? I spend a lot of money on these stupid airplanes. The thing is like, each airplane is like its own individual game, you know? Learning the flight systems, the avionics, how to manually fly the plane. Each plane is like its own video game in a sense. This climb is so aggressive, bro. That's what it was. Insufficient fuel. Are you kidding me? No, Gonzo. The simulator comes with plenty of planes, but I'm a snob, and like, you know, being a real pilot and an aviation snob, those planes aren't good enough for me. You're not gonna get study level planes in the base version of the simulator. You'll get nice planes. They're just not nice enough for me. This plane right here was $70. This MD-11. The 777 that I got a week ago, that was an $80 plane. But like I said, each plane is like its own video game, you know? But I don't pay any money to live in my dad's basement, so I got all the money I need for fake airplanes. You know what I mean? I don't know why that said insufficient fuel. I mean... Oh, wow. Says I have 15,000 pounds.
Stabilizer motion.
Fuel, 14,000 pounds. I feel like I know enough with the actual pilot experience I have, and the good thing is I've never flown any jets, Gonzo. I'm only rated on single engine planes. You understand? But I feel like the actual airman experience I have, partnered with the practical knowledge I have of airliners, that I would at least be able to get the computer to put the plane on the ground for me, right? Because like a lot of these planes will auto land themselves, you know. You just have to know how to get the flight computer to do that. I know how to do that. Try something real quick. Now we're good. Maybe not. Nope. We're gonna have to do this over because I don't have enough fuel. Why didn't that work? planes and software and hardware. At least $500. At least. I rushed myself on that turnaround, and this is not good. I wonder if I'm gonna have enough fuel to make it. I don't feel like I'm going to. It won't let you. Yeah. For real. CG out of limit. Uh-oh. Let's do this. Where are we?
Altitude. Altitude.
Where are we? KFAT. Insufficient fuel. Okay, let's get down lower. We're low on fuel, ladies and gentlemen, so we are having to reroute to Fresno. Nobody ever wants to go to Fresno, I'll tell you that. going way quicker than this, buddy. Get us down there. Slow this thing down a little bit. We'll make it to the airport. It'll cruise right around 600 miles an hour, I believe, Gonzo. That's in miles per hour, you know. Our CG's at a limit too. This is going to be a kind of a wonky landing, I feel like. Worried about mountains showing up. I don't think we've got any though. Made it to LA, you never know. Holy shit. Is that where I'm coming down at? Wow.
Autopilot.
I see another airport. Got it. We're on that real man shit, so we'll fly this approach manually, you know what I'm saying?
Flat over speed.
Come on, slow
Flat
down
over
for me.
speed. Flat over speed. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
I got plenty of fuel. I probably could have made it to LA. Absolutely, Gonzo. No doubt about that. Gears going down. Flaps are at 35. Flaps are at 50. Slow the plane down.
2500.
Should be coming up on our left here. No. Just ends the flight. I don't know why this thing is diving so much. Probably because of my CG being fucked up. Now that I think about it.
1,000.
Center of gravity, Gonzo. Basically the center of the point, the center of the airplane where all the weight is balanced. If the CG gets thrown off, it'll drag your plane right out of the skylets. Like what's happening right now. You can see on my FMC down there, screen on the middle right, CG out of limit, center of gravity.
500.
Emergency landing, yeah.
400.
I'm losing altitude. I can't keep the plane in the air. Holy shit.
Approaching minimum. Minimum.
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
100.
Sink rate.
50. 40.
Sink rate.
30. 10.
Sink rate.
Wow. Emergency landing in Fresno, ladies and gentlemen. We were on our way to LA, but unfortunately, we never made it. Yeah, Gonzo, my fucking CG was out of whack. Whew, that was close. Knock on wood, I haven't crashed the MD-11 yet, so it's nice to keep that streak alive, you know? I think I'm gonna make myself an iced coffee and then I'll restart the stream. Maybe I'll play my 777 instead. I don't know. But I am gonna end this for now from here. MD-11, ladies and gentlemen. Gonzo, I'll probably be back within the hour. I don't know if you're staying up or what you want to do. But I'll probably be starting another late stream. All right.